to you by Covenant Corp. In your best interest.
In the heart of chaos, where legends are forged and dreams are shattered. Act Breakaway in London. The battleground is set. Rivalries ignite. Grudges explode. The completion of the old. Every strike, every sacrifice leads to this moment. The ring is their crucible. Glory is their prize. Champions will arise. Heroes will fall. The clash of titans shake the earth. Who will etch their name in history? Who will crumble under the weight of destiny? This is no game. This is war. This is the night that changes everything. One ring, one night, one chance to seize immortality. The world is watching. The arena is live. The fight is now. Destiny awaits. Be there or be forgotten.
Not tonight! Who will stand and who will
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wembley Stadium in London, England for Freedom's epic pay-per-view event. Breakaway, long awaited and anticipated. Tonight, cameras will flash and fans will roar as we bring you explosive action from the heart of Freedom Wrestling. Your host for this evening from the War Room, newly signed Max Matthews, yours truly. Get ready for an unforgettable night of battles, only on the Syndicate Network, aired by Covenant Corp. Alright guys, let's get into some of these matches tonight. As the first match is Matthew Storm will be facing Malik. You know, we haven't seen Malik since he faced off against Chris Daniels. The last time we saw Matthew Storm, he was fighting Roland Wagner of the Revolutionaries. This was going to be a good match to get both of these men back into the spotlight in Freedom Pro. The next match will be KCR going up against Jayden Coleman. Now, these two will be fighting for the Freedom 5-Star Championship as KCR won a triple threat match against Ellis Sky and Maxim Petrov. Also with Jayden Coleman also coming off a win from the last show. Now the next match will be Izzy Garcia will be going up against Bettie or Blanco for the Freedom Women's Championship. Now, it has been brought to my attention that this championship will be getting changed to the Women's Universal Championship as Izzy Garcia did beat Tiffany Antoinette, and then Blanco, she won a fatal 4-way against Ashlyn Roses, Kinsey Varnado, and Valentina Cruz. Now for the next match, we have Nick Vicious going against Nick Santana. This fight has been going off long enough. This will be the final showdown for the Freedom Junior Heavyweight Championship, which Nick will prevail. And the next match will be Moonstar going against David Blake as Wayne got arrested, so the title had to get vacated. Now the Freedom Central American Championship is on the line. Moonstar, GMR member, will be going against David Blake. And for the co-main event tonight, it will be Cynthia going up against Jessica Ahmed. This rivalry has been going on long enough, and now both women will be battling out for the final time in London, England at the Wembley for the Freedom Women's World Championship. And then for the main event, as you guys all know, it will be the Hitman Colby Jordan going up against Jose Carter, the current Freedom World Championship, who beat Pierre Dupont for the title. Now, Jose will be defending that title and possibly walking out of the company with that title. As you guys all remember, he did not re-sign a Freedom contract. Now, either he's going to win this and walk out the company, the first ever to do it, to walk out the Freedom World Champ, or Colby Jordan is going to keep this title home. Thank you guys for allowing me to be the host of the War Room. Let's get to Breakaway.
Would you look at this? What an event. All these people here. Wonder who's calling me? A new boss? Hello?
Boss, Pierre sold Freedom, Shogun and CWT merged into Conquest Wrestling? All under MWS now?
He sold. The Duponts are powerless. Connor's estate and Goya's estate united. MWS reigns. It's mine.
So Pierre's still wrestling? He's still Conquest Global Champion?
He's an employee now, nothing more. A champion on my leash.
And this new era?
Listen, Freddie. Watch sharply. The roar you hear is the heartbeat of my genesis. The old world of this company died the moment Pierre signed that contract selling the company to me. My empire rises from the merger's ashes.
The question is, who really are you under that mask?
The one who bought the future. Witness it, or be buried in it.
Your empire. What's my role in all this?
Watch every move. Hear every whisper. Keep order. Enforce stability. Chaos serves no one but the old guard.
Meaning?
Crush it quietly. Report only to me. The new Genesis, the new era, demands loyalty, or it devours the disloyal.
Understood.
Good. Stay sharp, Freddie. I'll be watching you. I'll be watching all of you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Conquest Junior Heritage Championship.
Welcome everyone to Freedom Pro Wrestling's Breakaway, live in London, England. I am once again your commentator for the evening and for the night, Skippy Boy, Skip Shepherd, and we have an action-packed 9-match card for you all here tonight. And coming up first is going to be for the Conquest Junior Heritage Championship. And coming down to the ring first on your screens is going to be the chosen one, Christopher Brown. Now, Christopher Brown is looking to be initiated into Goth Money Records, or a lot of you know as GMR. And GMR, as we known in the past, is ruthless. They are unforgiving. They have beaten people like DJ Black down, and they have just done despicable acts in the Major Wrestling Syndicate. But Christopher Brown is a hard-hitting fighter. He is a high flyer / striker, hybrid professional wrestler. He's got a lot to prove here tonight, and he's just a prospect looking to break through into GMR. He doesn't even have the band yet because they haven't fully inducted him into the faction yet. But Christopher Brown has a big task ahead of him here tonight as he fights the champion Mordayne. But this is going to be Christopher Brown's Freedom Pro Wrestling debut, and he is fresh off of dominating Trap House Wrestling. He is the current Trap House Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. So Christopher Brown is no slouch to that world title scene, to that world title picture, as well as the big lights and the big stage that comes with it. So can Christopher Brown get the job done against Mordayne here tonight against his opponent? And we are going to find out as Christopher Brown awaits the veteran enforcer of Goth Money Records, a man who has just been brought in to Goth Money Records as well. And he has been tasked. He doesn't even have the belt around his waist. Around his waist. He's just straight up disrespecting the belt. He's like, "Hey man, it's too small. I wish they should have fitted it to his waist." But like I was saying, Mordayne has been tasked here tonight with testing Christopher Brown's worth. The very man in the ring you just saw just a second ago. This guy, who has been in jail numerous times for various acts amongst his life, as well as been training, and he has been competing in dark matches throughout almost his whole career. Mordayne is somebody that is ruthless, that does not care for anyone. He doesn't care for any amount of life, and he will make sure that you are good as dead before it's over. That is Mordayne. Mordayne is the current Conquest Junior Heritage Champion, as you can see it around his waist, but it's not, the championship hasn't been rebranded yet. We know that CWT and Shogun have merged to become Conquest, but Mordayne's still wearing that Shogun Heritage Championship. Mordayne defeated Joseph Richardson to obtain that Shogun Heritage Championship around his waist, or now known as the Conquest Junior Heritage Championship. Joseph Richardson is now known as Seth Atlas, now in the professional wrestling scene, if you guys didn't already know that. But we're going to see who belongs here tonight in GMR as we go to the ring announcer for further introductions. All right, Goth Money Records is going to be watching very closely on this match right there, right here, excuse me. They're going to be backstage. You saw them backstage before both men came out here tonight, and it's going to be for that beautiful Conquest Junior Heritage Championship. Before it was known as the Shogun Heritage Championship, but now it has been rebranded to the Conquest Junior Heritage Championship. As here we go. This is going to be a proving ground here tonight. As here we go, the bell's gonna sound right here. Here we go, both men circling. And collar elbow tie up center of the ring. Both men struggling for position here. Headlock here from Mordayne, gonna go around the back. And a big takedown there from the big man. As Mordayne is not even intimidated by that. Right there, he's not even intimidated by Christopher Brown as they lock back up here. Headlock from the Chosen One here. And now Mordayne just, oh my goodness. Backdrop driver there, dropping Christopher Brown on his neck. As Brown rolls to the outside. Very smart from the upcoming prospect of GMR. As Mordayne, oh, you shouldn't do that to Mordayne. Brown flips off Mordayne. Mordayne just wanted him to come back in the ring. But here comes Christopher Brown back in the ring. And now Brown sees Mordayne coming off the ropes, goes Brown. Big clothesline, but nope. Mordayne eats it. Shoulder tackle now, but no. Mordayne, he's just too big, too strong. Oh my goodness! Big shoulder tackle from Mordayne, stomp to the chest. And now surfboard stretch here, working that back after he just folded him with that shoulder tackle. That's what Mordayne's all about. The hard hits, the big moves, the moves that are going to do a lot of damage. And this move right here, this surfboard stretch, is working the upper spine, maybe even the shoulder blades. And now Christopher Brown looking to get out of this submission maneuver here, but he's not going to get out of it quite yet. Mordayne brings him back down, and Mordayne's like, forget it, I know he's going to get out eventually. And there's a veteran experience with that elbow drop there to follow up. Cover, not hooking the leg. One, and a kick out at one by Christopher Brown. Might have been a mistake to not hook the leg by Mordayne. Mordayne now has Brown, going to put him in the corner. And now look at Mordayne, he's staying on him. Shoulder tackles here and a big club to the back. And now right back to the back with that elbow drop. And now Mordayne gonna follow up. Big forearm to the chest. of Brown. And now cover once again, not hooking the leg. One, kick out by Brown at one. Not enough. Mordayne now getting frustrated. Look at these stomps to the chest. Mordayne is getting frustrated at the fact that Brown has not quit, has not gave up yet in this match. And now Boston Crab here from the bigger Mordayne, and Christopher Brown is in deep trouble. The ref is down asking Brown, are you okay? Are you good to continue? Do you quit? Do you submit? And look at Mordayne just wrenching on this Boston Crab here. Is now Brown looking to get out of it, and he does. And look at this, he bridges it into a pin. 1, 2 count. Not enough as Mordayne kicks out at 2. He almost got it. He almost stole it. Now Brown looking to Irish whip in the corner. Counter from Mordayne. Here comes Mordayne. No, gets met with a kick. Big kick there. Here comes Mordayne again. Oh, and an eye poke from Brown. Brown trying to do anything necessary to win that Conquest Junior Heritage Championship. Big kick coming after the combination. Caught by Mordayne. Mordayne flips him. Oh, back flips out of it. Oh! Back elbow right there. And a senton on the follow-up. As Mordayne just cut off the flow state of Christopher Brown. Cover. Oh, that was kind of a slow count from the referee. 1 count, but not quite a 2. As Brown kicked out there. Now Mordayne going to continue the vicious onslaught of his offense with that knee drop. And now look at this single leg camel clutch. He's got the knee on the back, working on that spine yet again, as well as the neck. Just wrenching that back. Trying to work on that back for perhaps to slow down Brown, or perhaps to hit a big move later on in this matchup, or even hit him with something, drop him on his neck later on to perhaps, end it. There's a roundhouse kick, but it's countered. No! Forearm countered as well. Combinations from Chosen. Back kick to the stomach and a Pele kick to the arm. And now Brown has found his target as he dropped jumping arm breaker there. And oh my goodness, and an arm bar. Arm bar from Christopher Brown. He's found a target. He was able to start targeting the arm, which is smart, because Mordayne's got a lot of strength as he's showing it right here. Schoolboys him up with the powerbomb. Fireman's carry here, turns him around, but no. Chosen has Christopher Brown has him up. Oh my goodness! Hurricanrana's him into that second turnbuckle, and Mordayne, that was a big hit on Mordayne from Brown. Now Brown's gonna keep on him. Triangle drop kick. Gonna send the outside. What could Christopher Brown be thinking here? Mordayne getting up to his feet. Here we go. Sasuke special. Sasuke special connects flush by Christopher Brown. Brown now with momentum on his side. Gonna bring him back in the ring. Brown now, top rope. What is he thinking here? Calling up Mordayne to his feet. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Mordayne up to his feet. Brown now. He's caught by Mordayne. Oh my goodness, fall away slam. There's the strength from Mordayne with that fall away slam. And oh my goodness. And look at Mordayne. He's mad. He's aggravated. And now Brown is able to pull himself up into the seated position in the corner. And Mordayne looking for something here. Here he comes for the patented cannonball senton. Got all of it there. Cover, not hooking the leg again. 2 count. That was a mistake not to hook the leg as Brown kicks out at 2.5. And Mordayne can't believe it. And now Mordayne looking to do more damage to the Chosen One. As he's going to send him in the corner. And yep, he's just going to throw him into that corner turnbuckle. The amount of damage that can be done from just hard Irish whipping someone into that turnbuckle it could be a lot. It could take a lot out of you on your back. It's a hard impact over and over again. And here, oh wait, Brown coming back now. Oh my goodness! Mordayne with a rolling elbow. And now Mordayne gonna finish it here, but wait. Sunset flip into a powerbomb, cover 1, 2, Brown's gonna have to get the title. No, not enough. Brown almost captured the title there. After the sunset flip, one out the ropes, and cut back off with that big boot. And Mordayne is looking to end it here. Looking for the big finish here. This could be it. Off the ropes. Looking for the Larry. No! Brown's up and hit him with the knee to the arm. And now back to the arm goes Christopher Brown. Fujiwara armbar here, and he's cranking it. He's cranking that thing back so hard. Brown is in desperation mode. And now Mordayne able to get out of that quickly. Gator rolls. Flips around. Here we go. Gonna lift him up for the gut wrench suplex, but not quite. And now Brown, oh my goodness, bell clap. That's going to ring your ears for the next couple days. And there's a kill switch. Cover hook in the leg here from Brown. 1, 2 count. No, not enough. Mordayne just got out of that at the last second as he kicks out at 2 point close to 9. Now here comes Shows. Oh, he's caught. Sleeper hold. Sleeper hold for Mordayne. Sleeper hold for Mordayne. Mordayne caught him out of nowhere, that sleeper hold, almost to desperation. Mordayne knows he has to end it, and he's going to use his strength to do it. Christopher Brown has been working on the arms, a little bit of the match. But who knows how much damage that has really done to Mordayne. But Mordayne is not letting go of this sleeper hold, ladies and gentlemen. And this could very well be it. And the ref is asking, oh, wait, Brown's still alive, no. Mordayne sinks it right back in. And this is just hard to watch now. Mordayne very well might be trying to make Christopher Brown pass out. Brown needs to tap out. If Brown needs to tap out, but he's not giving up. Brown needs to tap out if he can't get out of it. No reason to pass out. There's no reason for it. The ref is asking. Brown's still flailing. He's still alive. He's trying to find a way out. The referee asking clearly, Brown, are you okay? Are you good to continue? Mordayne continuing this sleeper hold, not letting go at all. He wants Brown to tap. He wants Brown to give up. He wants to retain this championship. He knows that's what's on the line. The Conquest Junior Heritage Championship. And I think Brown's out. As now Mordayne going to turn it. Oh my goodness! Half Nelson choke suplex to follow up, and that's it. Count to 1,000. 1, 2, and yeah, and 3. The ref should have called it right as Brown went out, but I don't think the ref got a full angle on it. As Mordayne will retain the Conquest Junior Heritage Championship here tonight, and he will prove that he's a valuable piece to the Goth Money Records puzzle. And man, what a match. That ending. If you're a kid watching at home, I do apologize if you're bawling your eyes out. But man, that ending, what a match. But man, that brought a tear to my eye a little bit watching Christopher Brown go out like that. But Mordayne's your winner here tonight. And yeah, there's Diego Santana checking up on Christopher Brown. I surely would be. And oh, wait a minute. Jayden Coleman of Goth Money Records going eye to eye with Mordayne. And man, I wonder what's going to happen in the future as Coleman walks right by to go check up on his man.
I think it's time we blow this thing. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Breakaway live in London, England. If you guys just saw during the commercial break, we're going to be on our second of 9 matches here tonight, as this match right here has serious title implications. The winner of this match is going to earn a world title opportunity, whether the champion is Colby Jordan or Jose Carter by the end of the night. We will not know until we get there. But coming out first is a man that I would not like to see in a dark alley. I would not like to know this guy at all. He is very freaky. Hey man, respectfully, Matthew Storm is a guy that I just wouldn't want to be seen next to, because he is freaky, he is scary, and he is unpredictable. This man, the Dark Prince, Matthew Storm, is a UCW faithful. I know that he used to have a faction back in UCW, and this man is just a freak of nature, in my opinion. He will mess with your mind, he will toy with your emotions, but Matthew Storm was last seen after a dominant victory at Freedom Pro Wrestling's Chapter 5 over one half of the Revolutionaries, Roland Wagner. And after that, he put a fireball straight to his face, and that's the stuff that I'm talking about. You don't know whether Matthew Storm is going to say, hey, how you doing? You know, how's your wife and kids been? Or if he's going to be like, all right, man, like, fireball. Like, you don't know what Matthew Storm's going to do. He's unpredictable, and that is possibly what makes him a great professional wrestler, and that's why he was such a great talent over at UCW, and that's why he is a exceptional talent over here at MWS. But just stay away from me, Matt. I'm sorry. It's nothing against you. I just can't. It's nothing against you. Hey, you're just a little scary to me. But coming down to the ring next is the future of professional wrestling right here, Malik Carpenter, who was last seen at Chapter 2, where he defeated Christopher Daniels. And he's been training, he's been getting jacked. You can see his physicality is good, but is his mind state good to face somebody like Matthew Storm, who gets in your head, who messes with your emotions? Can Malik Carpenter overcome those adversities here tonight? I hope so. We know that Carpenter has a lot of resilience. He's not going to give up very easily. But with somebody like Matthew Storm, who is ruthless and doesn't care for anyone but himself, we don't know if Carpenter's never say die attitude is going to live up to Storm's mental and emotional sort of abuse that he can put on people, as the match is going to begin here. Carpenter making his Freedom pay-per-view debut here tonight, which that's awesome, as both men gonna stare each other down here, and collarbone tie-up in the middle of the ring. Both men right here struggling to find control, and now Storm just shrugs him off, and now back again with the collarbone tie-up, as they're looking to see who's gonna get control here. They're struggling for power right here, and they're gonna shrug off again. Big chop and a leg sweep from Storm, and that's the mind games of the Dark Prince, and a senton, but no, Malik with the double knees to the back there to get out of that before Storm can connect. And now here, counter from Storm. Big overhand chop, big Gamenguri out of the corner, gonna lift him up into the top seated position on the top rope, excuse me. And now what is Storm thinking here? Perhaps maybe a superplex, and it connects. He's gonna roll through. Here we go, got him up. Oh my goodness, into a Uranagi. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count yet. Not even a 2 count yet. As Carpenter kicks out at 2. Not even 2, it was barely, almost 2. Oh my goodness, and a spear from Matthew Storm. Storm is not allowing Malik to get any breathing room, excuse me, right here. Now ducks the big boot, big forearm from Carpenter there. Carpenter now middle rope. What could he be thinking here? He's got to stay on someone like Matthew Storm. Gonna sunset flip through. Look for a powerbomb. He's got him up. Oh my goodness, and a powerbomb connects. Drops him on his neck. 1, 2 count. No, kick out. Kick out there by Matthew Storm at 2 there. And now here comes combinations from Malik into a big knee strike there. And now Malik, big super kick to follow up, or thrust kick. And now Malik with these big forearms to the ribs. And look at the push-ups. Look at this. The athleticism. And now he's going to roll through into a Beast Bite, Rings of Saturn, a modified crossface right here from Malik Carpenter, staying on Matthew Storm, which is what he needs to do. This is a former 8-time world champion, and you got to stay on him. And Storm is the current UCW undisputed champion as well. You have to stay on somebody like Matthew Storm. Matthew Storm is a world title main event star, and you got to keep on him in this match in order to keep him down for that 3 count. Now look at this. Oh my goodness, big drop kick there from Malik Carpenter after the cartwheel into the drop kick. That little combination. Now top rope looking for a drop kick, but Storm gets out of the way. That's that veteran experience. Now Storm with the right hand. He's going to put Malik Carpenter on the ropes. What could he be thinking here? Going to send him. Nope. Carpenter with the counter. Nope. Matthew Storm with the counter. Here we go. Off the ropes. Big arm drag there from the Dark Prince. And now here comes Malik Carpenter, but Storm going to catch him off guard there with that springboard forearm. And now here comes Storm. Storm now. Big vertical suplex. And into, oh my goodness, a gourd buster there. Into the cover. Storm hooking the leg. That's that veteran experience. 2 count. No, not enough. Carpenter kicks out at 2. And now Storm. Gonna put Carpenter into the corner. Storm with the right hand. Storm now gonna heel toss Carpenter halfway across the ring. And now got the arm, gonna sling him back down. And now, oh my goodness, he's biting the hand. He's biting the hand of Carpenter. And he's gonna transfer into an arm bar here. Matthew Storm going toward the arm. I hope Carpenter gets his hand checked out after the match, man. Who knows what diseases can come from Storm's mouth. We don't know where Storm's mouth has been, but man, biting the hands. Man, that's how Storm is. Storm messes with your mind. And now Wall right back down with that arm bar. Goes Carpenter. Carpenter can't quite muscle his way out of it. Carpenter now looking for a way to get out. He's searching, he's looking. The ref's asking if he wants to give up, if he wants to submit. And now look at Carpenter. He's able to get out of it with these right hands there. But there's some damage to that arm. And now a big chop from Carpenter. And a second one to follow up. And a big kick, I suppose, from Carpenter. Going to send him off the ropes. And now Storm going to go through the ropes. Big lariat. No. Another kick from Carpenter off the ropes. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Pop-up Dragon Rana from Malik Carpenter. And he's down on the side. Down on the side. And now Storm in the corner, reeling. Come on, Carpenter. You got to stay on him. This is a veteran. Big, oh my goodness, tornado kick. Big Gamenguri there. Now look at this. Oh my goodness, double knees to the back. From Malik Carpenter, this could be it. 1, 2 count. No, Storm kicks out at 2. You're going to do more than that, kid, to beat a former 8-time world champion in Matthew Storm, a veteran in Matthew Storm. Snapmare from Malik Carpenter. Carpenter now off the ropes. What could he be thinking here? Going to bounce off the other rope. Big PK. But I think it was countered, double knees, and Storm rolls out of the way. And now, big punch there. Kick there. Ducks the kick. Ducks the tornado kick. Does Storm. Now look at this. Looking for the... Oh my goodness. Like a back suplex, gut wrench, inverted gut wrench suplex variant. Oh my goodness, and another back suplex. And now look at this gut wrench and a gut wrench suplex that connects. And now Carpenter has him up for a 4th suplex. Another gut wrench, gator roll, and gator rolls him again. Last chancery. Last chancery from Malik Carpenter. Carpenter now. And look at Storm's face paint. His face paint's coming off. That's from all the action that's been going on in the ring here tonight. And Carpenter's got this last chancery in tight. Storm nowhere to go. He can't crawl, but if he can somehow swing his hips to that bottom rope, he can get his foot on that bottom rope or even the middle rope, and the ref will have to break the submission hold. We'll have to ask Carpenter to break the submission hold. Excuse me. Big right hand from Storm there. Storm's up to his feet, and now Malik right back to the offense. Chop there. And now here comes Carpenter. Look at this. Oh my goodness, big spine buster. Rolls through. Does Carpenter. Fireman's carry. He's got him on his shoulders. Drops him down. Big roundhouse kick. Shout out Trey Jordan's aerial assaultation kick from Malik Carpenter. And look at this. Look at this. Another camel clutch just clawing at the face of Matthew Storm. And Storm, once again, has nowhere to go. All he has to do is reach back and break the arms and break the grip that Carpenter has on Matthew Storm's face. But Carpenter just has that grip, and the ref is asking Storm, do you want to quit? Do you want to submit? Storm looking for a way out. Can Storm get out of it? And yes, he's going to reach for the hands. Is he going to get out of it? And he breaks it, sends him down. Both men up to their feet. Big clothesline coming, ducked. Big knee to the gut there. Storm gonna send Carpenter off the ropes, drop down. And a hurricanrana to follow up from Matthew Storm. Storm now going to the corner, telling Carpenter to bring it on. Here comes Storm, big shoulder tackle. And now face washing Carpenter's, oh my goodness, Carpenter's face with his boot there. Does Matthew Storm into the cover hook in the leg. 1, 2 count. Not enough. Kick out at 2. Kick out at 2 by Carpenter and Storm. Gonna keep up the offense. Right hand to the gut. And now big DDT from the Dark Prince. Storm now still not done. Even after the DDT, he wants to inflict more pain. Wants to inflict more suffering onto Malik Carpenter. Oh my goodness, Regalplex. 1, 2 count. No, kick out by Carpenter at 2. And Storm still continuing, even after the pinfall, to inflict more damage as he's going to set him on the rope. Here we go, going to send him off. No, Carpenter with the counter. Backflip from Storm. Storm now going to send Carpenter out of the ring. Kind of faked him with that backflip there. And there's the mental mind games from Storm yet again. Storm off the ropes. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Cannonball sentons himself out of the ring. And now Storm once again going off the ropes. Big suicide dive. Big suicide dive from the Dark Prince. And now he's going to send Carpenter back in the ring. And he's going to be on. Nope, he's going to the top rope. What could Storm be thinking here? He's top rope. Swanton bomb, no. Carpenter, get out of the way. Carpenter out of the way. Oh my goodness. Reverse leg lariat bulldog right there from Malik Carpenter. Carpenter now going to follow up with a judo throw. Going to send Storm right back down. Look at these stomps. Look at this rapid fire. Look at his stomps to the chest of Matthew Storm from Carpenter. Carpenter now stalking his man like a shark. Big, Staff marries him back down. And what could he be thinking here? And he's going to the leg of Storm with that leg breaker. Carpenter now looking, oh look at this, elevated Boston Crab here. Elevated Boston Crab from Malik Carpenter, and he's cranking that back hard. He's got the knee almost on the head of Matthew Storm. The ref is asking if Storm's all right to continue. Storm thinking in his head, how can I get out of this? Carpenter's wrenching. He's taking a little break to breathe here, and this is when Storm can get out of it, as he does there. And now Carpenter right back into another submission. Achilles lock here from Malik Carpenter. Storm can crawl to that bottom rope if he can muster the strength. These two men have been through a lot in this contest, but can Storm get out of this submission here? The ref is asking if Storm wants to quit. Malik Carpenter wrenching on this leg here, on this Achilles lock. And Storm gonna flip out, and look at these right hands from the Dark Prince, Matthew Storm, as he gets out. Storm up to his feet. Big right hand, but it's countered. Right hand from Carpenter. Carpenter now gonna roll through again. Takes him down, sweeps the leg. Leg breaker again. To the leg goes Carpenter, and I think he's found his target. As once again, Carpenter is gonna go back to the leg there with another leg breaker variation and a stomp to the ankle. And another stomp to the ankle of Matthew Storm. And a third, but wait, Storm gets it. Oh, counter with that kick. Almost like an enziguri to the gut. And now here comes Matthew Storm. Big clothesline there, another clothesline. And now Storm with a third, but ducks Malik's clothesline. Oh my, wait, look for the big lariat. Malik flipped out. He flipped out, now look at this. Butterfly pile driver, it's coming. Oh my goodness. Butterfly pile driver connects, this could be it. 1, 2, no. No. Kick out from Carpenter. At kick out from Storm, excuse me, at 2.99999, and Carpenter looking for the end, looking for perhaps to end this, and Storm right back with a knee. Storm gonna send Carpenter into the corner, and looking for another knee, but no. Carpenter flips, gets out of it. Storm on the apron, Storm with the forearm. Storm now, oh my goodness, big shoulder tackle from the springboard position, kips up, Northern Light suplex, floats over. What could be the, Schoolboy! He rolled him up! Small package, excuse me, not Schoolboy 2! No, kick out there from Storm at 2.5. And Malik taking the time to breathe. Big forearm, here we go. And a second forearm. Here he comes, Sling Blade, rolls through. And the house call. Kick to the side of the face. Carpenter firing up here. Live in London, England at Breakaway. Storm in the corner. He's reeling. Come on, kid. You got it. Just keep pushing. Forearm. Rolls through. Here we go. Monkey flip. Rolls through again. Looking for something, but there's that dark twisted Matthew Storm. Flipping out of it again with them forearms. And oh my goodness, big knee. Big knee from Matthew Storm. And now this could be it right here. There is that single arm hook brainbuster. Laid him right out. And here, count to 1,000. 2 count. That's it. Wow, what a match. What a match. What a great return here for Matthew Storm. Live in London, England at Breakaway here tonight. Storm has earned himself a future World Championship opportunity after beating a very game Malik Carpenter. Man, what a performance. But Matthew Storm is just too aggressive for Carpenter here tonight. And man, he's going to be on the championship radar after this performance. And now here we go for our third match of the night, here live at Breakaway. If you're just now tuning in, I am once again your commentator for the evening and for the night, Skippy Boy, Skip Shepherd, and we're here in London, England. I'm having a good time. I got some beverages next to me, not alcoholic, obviously. I can't drink that on the air, but I got some water next to me, some Sprite. It's not McDonald's Sprite though, but it's Sprite. But here, right here, this is the third match, like I said, of 9 at this grand pay-per-view here tonight. And right now, we're going to switch our focus and our attention to the Freedom 5-Star Championship. As coming out first is Casey Kane Russell, also known as KCR. KCR is a part of the Russell family bloodline. He was confronted by Chris Russell back in October of 2024 when Russell basically shook some sense in the KCR in a sense. He was telling KCR, hey man, get your butt in gear. You need to represent our family better. You haven't been doing a good job. You haven't been doing enough to showcase that you belong in the Russell family, name, that you belong as a Russell. So after that little shake, after that little confrontation, from the Russells, KCR and Chris, KCR has had a fire lit under him ever since that altercation. He won a triple threat at Freedom Pro Wrestling's Chapter 5 against Ellis Sky and Maxim Petrov. And I believe Maxim Petrov is related to KCR. But after winning that triple threat at Chapter 5, he has earned his shot here tonight for the Freedom 5-Star Championship. But let's see if he can get over the very man that was trained by not really the late great, but a great professional wrestler who's now known as Seth Atlas, formerly known as Joseph Richardson. Jayden Coleman, the technical nightmare, the technical mastermind, the technical wizard, the Tiger of the Dark, whatever you call him, Jayden Coleman can perform under the bright lights. Jayden Coleman defeated Juan Soto back at BSP in August, just a couple months ago, and he is the current BSP heavyweight champion of the world over there. But I know he's still got a lot to prove wearing that Goth Money Records armband. And we saw earlier on tonight the big proving ground match with Mordayne and Christopher Brown. Coleman came out after that match and went face to face with Mordayne and just brushed right past him. Not sure if there's any beef there between the two, but Coleman's got to switch his focus, his attention to potentially becoming the Freedom 5-Star champion here tonight. And Coleman is a heck of a talent. He will lock you up in any submission. He's got a lot of holds in his arsenal. He's almost the man of 1,000 holds because he knows so many holds, as he has been taught by Richardson all those holds. As this is going to be for that beautiful 5-star championship. And man, this is going to be one for the ages. This is going to be a match that defines Freedom Pro Wrestling. And this will be a wonderful, wonderful match here tonight at Breakaway in London, England. As here we go. Casey Russell going to be taking on Jayden Coleman right here. The ref's going to say, both you guys ready? And here we go. The bell's going to sound for our third match of 9. We got a lot more action coming to you guys later on the night. Please stick around and go ahead and subscribe to the Syndicate page if you haven't. Collarbone tie-up, center of the ring. Right here. Both men struggling for position. They shrug each other off. Casey Russell going to reinitiate. Going to go for the arm Pele kick to the arm of Jayden Coleman there from Casey Russell. Russell now going to try to go back to that arm, but Jayden Coleman with the veteran experience, he knows. Big forearm there from the technical nightmare. And look at this, look for a big slam, but Russell floats through. Cover 1, no. Cover from Coleman, no. 1, no, excuse me. Russell cover 1, no. Coleman rolls through again. These two going back and forth with the roll-up pins. And now both men are at a neutral base as they're going to reset in another lockup here. Big headlock from Jayden Coleman here. Coleman now getting a lay of the land as he has his headlock in tight. And he's just going to throw Russell like he's just a sack of potatoes. And look at the strength as he flexes Russell up to his feet. Here comes Russell now. Collarbone tie up again. Headlock from Casey Russell. Coleman sends him off. Drop down. Leapfrog here. And now look at this. Big flapjack. Off the ropes goes Jayden Coleman. Big crossbody. Cover. Hooking the leg here does Jayden Coleman. Referee going to get down 1. Kick out from Russell. Only at 1. Coleman was last seen at Chapter 3 defeating Caden Hendricks, and that is what got him into this match. And look at his leg scissor from Jayden Coleman. Like I said before, he knows a lot of holds. He's almost a man of 1,000 holds because Coleman was taught by Richardson all these holds, and he's learned a lot about holds in professional wrestling. And look at this, holds and different locks and different ways to manipulate the body. And now look at Russell's sunset flip, but not quite. Coleman gonna get him up. And look at this, big clothesline from Jayden Coleman, a GMR. And now Coleman gonna springboard in with the tope. And now Coleman showboating to the world. Look at this. This is what I can do in the ring. Cover hooking the leg now after that taunt. 2 count. No, kick out from Russell at 2. Coleman now picking up Russell. What could he be thinking here? He sends him into the corner, excuse me, right there. Big chops here from Coleman. And now Coleman gonna send Russell into the other corner now. Here comes Jayden Coleman. Big boot to the face from Jayden Coleman. And now Coleman setting up for something here, dragging him to the middle of the ring. Coleman's like, hey man, is that all you got? Come on, bring it on. And Russell had a hard time there as Coleman had a picking back up and now hooks the arm and looking for a vertical suplex, but Russell maybe playing possum. As yes, he is looking for a suplex, but no. And now Coleman snaps suplex right there. Cover. 1, 2 count. Not enough. Kick out at 2 there. And now Coleman staying on Russell immediately after the count with that stomp. Big kick to the gut. Big boot to the side of the face. And now Coleman, look at this headlock here. Beautiful athleticism and wrestling prowess right here from Jayden Coleman. He's going to keep the headlock on. I think he transferred. Yeah, he was able to get the arm under for that Anaconda Vice, putting the arm behind the head. Look at his submission. And this is why Jayden Coleman is known as a technical nightmare. He can get you in a hold or a submission at any time. He knows how to manipulate the body in very ways, more than one. And he knows how to wrap people up like pretzels in the ring. And I've watched that, and it's great to see. Big right hand from Russell, looking for another one, but countered from Coleman with that gut kick. Coleman now going to send Russell in the corner. Russell going to come back. Here comes Casey Russell. Arm breaker there from KCR. KCR now going to go back to that arm like he tried to earlier. Slams him back down and just stomping on the arm of Jayden Coleman there. Russell now back to the arm, slamming it on the canvas. And now KCR seating Coleman, but nope. Psyched him out. Big headbutts, forearms. KCR is frustrated. He knows what's on the line. He knows he's got to prove himself to Chris Russell back at home. And he's going to do whatever it takes to not only claim the Freedom 5-Star Championship, but to make Chris Russell proud. As now KCR, look at this, sends Coleman into the corner, rolls through into the bridge. He could very well get him right here. 1, 2 count, no. Kick out from Coleman at 2 there. As now Russell bringing Coleman up to his feet. Big forearm combinations, another forearm there. Coleman goes through the ropes there, looking for a lariat, ducked by Russell. Both men off the ropes running. Clothesline from KCR. KCR taking some time to breathe here, trying to gather his thoughts. And I don't think that's a good idea to flex to the people that you got muscles next to a veteran like Jayden Coleman. And now Coleman going to grab him here. Big German, but no, it's countered. Casey Russell thought that Coleman would go for that, and he scouted that out. And now look at this surfboard stretch here from KCR on Jayden Coleman, working the back, the spine, and also working them shoulder blades with how he's contorting them. The ref's asking Coleman, do you submit, do you tap? And can Coleman get out of this submission maneuver? He's able to get up, but Russell able to muscle him back down. And now right back to this submission goes KCR, working on that back. And kind of, he's working the arms in the back, like I said, But he's taking a little bit of a rest as here comes Coleman. PK, no. Counters. Schoolboyism. Super kick, no. And Enginner to the arm from KCR. And now KCR used all of his energy there. Big German suplex. 1, 2. No! Not quite, not quite. Not quite. KCR used all of his energy for that Enginner, and Coleman knows it. Here he comes. Oh my goodness. Big suicide forearm there from Jayden Coleman. And Coleman, it took a lot of energy out of him to deadlift German suplex someone like KCR and then go flying to then hit that forearm. As now Coleman is going to send KCR back in the ring. And now Coleman going to go top rope. What could he be thinking here? Big senton that connects from the top. Into the cover. Hooking the leg. 1, 2 for the 5-star title. No! Not enough. Coleman cannot believe it. What more does Jayden Coleman have to do in this match to defeat a Russell? To defeat KCR in this match? Is he going to send him in the corner? Big chop again from Coleman. And another one to follow up. And now Coleman, oh, here we go. Patting it, Jayden Coleman coming right up. Tornado snaps. Oh, counter exploder! Exploder suplex from KCR out of nowhere. He countered one of Jayden Coleman's patented maneuvers. Russell now, top rope. This could very well be it. Double foot stomp. Into the cover, hooking the leg. 1, 2 count. No! No, no, no. Russell using all of his energy that he's got left. What is he thinking here? Gonna pick Coleman up. Kick to the... No, Coleman caught the leg. And Russell shoves him off. Here comes Russell. Ducks the clothesline, does he? Oh, moonsault. Wait a minute. He's got him. He caught him. Oh, my goodness. Black Tiger Driver. Black Tiger Driver whipping out a move from Joseph Richardson's his offense, excuse me. I can't believe it. 1, 2 count. No! Coleman's variation of the Tombstone Pile Driver, otherwise known as the Black Tiger Driver, not enough to put away KCR. If you guys don't know, Joseph Richardson, also known as Seth Atlas, used that move back in Shogun, and now both men exchanging strikes here. Right hand from Russell again. And a big finger poke from Coleman. And now faked out Russell. Big kick to the top of the dome. And now a forearm that turns him around. Here we go. Looking for perhaps another one, but Russell gets out. German suplex from Russell. Coleman's up. Coleman now. German suplex to Russell. Russell's up. These two men are doing it all for the Freedom 5-Star Championship. Another German. Coleman's up. Coleman now looking for another one. Russell flips out of it again. Coleman can't believe it. These two are using all their energy. Back elbow. Spinning back elbow from Russell. That's it. 1, 2 count. No! Not enough. As here we go. Russell looking for the killing blow here. He's looking for the killing blow. Big elbow. No! Russell now, arm breaker again, right back to the arm. And now Russell has him up for a brain buster. This could be it. 1, 2, and oh no, wait! But Russell caught him into an arm bar, leg bar here. Arm bar, leg bar. He's got it in tight. Coleman nowhere to go. Can't even grab the bottom rope. Struggling to get out of this maneuver is Jayden Coleman. Is Coleman gonna tap? Ref checking, and yes he does. Yes he does. KCR has made Jayden Coleman tap out here tonight, and I don't think anyone has ever managed to make Jayden Coleman tap out. But KCR becomes the first man to do it, and he is your new Freedom 5-Star Champion. What a match! What a match. KCR has something to bring back to his family. And he most importantly proved to Chris Russell, I can do it. I could become a champion. KCR has proved a lot here tonight. Welcome everyone back to Freedom Pro Wrestling's Breakaway live from London, England. And man, I was hungry just a little bit ago during that commercial break. So I had one of the food guys come on down and man, he gave me my favorite chips. You know what he gave me? That dude gave me Lay's sour cream and onion. Come on, man, you can't get any better than that. And I got some water with me and all that stuff. But let's focus our attention to the fourth match of the card here tonight. We got Izzy Garcia on our screen, the prodigy. Izzy Garcia, as this is going to be for the inaugural Freedom Women's Universal Championship. Izzy Garcia earned this shot here tonight by defeating Tiffany Antoinette at Chapter 4. And that match, just like this one, is going to be an absolute banger. And I know Izzy Garcia is resilient. I know Izzy Garcia can do battle with some of the best, like Tiffany Antoinette. So we're going to see how Izzy Garcia fares in this match tonight against someone that also earned their shot in this championship match tonight. And the person that kind of had a performance, I think, a couple episodes ago. It was a phenomenal performance. I think it might have been at Chapter 4. If someone can fact check me, that would be absolutely wonderful. As, oh man, there's a lot of money raining down from the sky for this woman. I might need some of that woman. Might need some of that money. Excuse me. They're paying me a hot dog and a handshake around here, man. I don't know what Freddie Manson is doing, but he needs. Hopefully, he doesn't ring my phone after this match. But Anita Blanco or Anita Bellucci coming down to the ring now for this championship match, also known as Bettie. As some people already know, you know, the woman who did a performance live for everyone. That, I mean, hey, I thought the music was great. I enjoyed that performance back, I think it was Chapter 4. But she earned her shot in this match by defeating three other women, excuse me, in a fatal four-way match when she outlasted Valentina Cruz, Kenzie Bernardo, and Ashlyn Roses to get in this title match at Freedom Chapter 5. This is when she defeated all three of those women. But now she has a tall task ahead of her here tonight in Izzy Garcia, who isn't going to go down quite easily, especially when it's for the Freedom Women's Universal Championship. Look at the gold, the white strap, absolutely beautiful, as we're going to get set for a showdown right here on Breakaway. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button down below on this video. Let's get this going. All right, fourth match of the night. Bell's gonna ring here. Both women kind of stretching, trying to get limber before the contest kind of gets going here. Garcia kind of shadow boxing a little bit, and Bettie is just stretching the arms. They're both getting prepared, they're letting it all soak in. They're letting everything kind of sit as it stands. right now. As here we go, both women walking slowly up to the middle of the ring. And these two are staring daggers. Here we go, a little circling here. And collar elbow tie up. And Garcia gonna shove Bettie down. Tell her, hey man, take the L. You're a loser. But I don't think Bettie is gonna take too kindly to that. She throws her down into the canvas. And Garcia's like, whoa, this girl ain't come play games. Garcia a little bit upset at that. Gut punch from Bettie right there. And looking for another one, but counter from Garcia with that elbow. Now fakes her out for, oh, a little small package. This could be over right here. No, kick out, not even a 1 count there. As Garcia grabs her up by the hair and just throws her down. And a big soccer ball kick to the back there from Garcia. Garcia now picking up Bettie. What could she be thinking here? Gonna throw her in the corner. Garcia with a jab. And now Garcia, look at these back elbows to Bettie. These back elbows into an enziguri there. As Bettie goes to the seated position. And now Garcia keeping up the offense with a couple stomps. And now, oh, come on, ref, get involved. Ref, what are you doing? Oh, and Bettie gets out the way. Schoolboy into the pin. 1. Not even a 2 count as there was a kick out at 1 there. Bettie now with the right hand. Here comes Bettie. Coming back, two fists. Gonna send Garcia through, but Garcia counters. Drop down from Garcia. And go float over from Bettie, lifting up. Powerbomb, no. Garcia gets out of his super kick. And now Garcia corkscrew crossbody into the pin. Ref's down 1, 2 count. Not enough. As Bettie kicks out at 2.5 there after that twisting corkscrew crossbody from the springboard position by Garcia. As Garcia's getting a little hyped up here in London, England. As here she comes off the ropes. And caught by Bettie with that forearm. And now Bettie on the apron. Springboards in for the thrust kick, but Garcia catches it. Backflip. Oh, she got hung up on the ropes on the top. Bettie's hung up. And now here comes Garcia. Big knee to the side of the face. Garcia showcasing herself to the world that she's got the upper hand right now with that taunt there. And now Garcia picking up Bettie. Garcia almost like, this is too easy. Gonna send Bettie in the corner. And now Garcia, knees to the chest and a big knee to the face there from Garcia. And now Garcia, look at this, Uranagi side slam into potential anaconda, almost an anaconda vice, but almost like a guillotine choke, a bulldog choke perhaps, maybe, from Garcia. Got the arm trapped, maybe almost close to a triangle, but not quite. And she's got this submission move in tight, Garcia does. And can Bettie find her way out? Couple left hands and a fourth that finally get her free there. As here comes Garcia again, but Bettie ducks under, kicks to the leg now, and then a third one for good measure. Off the ropes goes Bettie, and now look at this turn. Oh, look at this flying around, drops her down. A little armbar action here from Bettie, as Bettie's got the arm here of Garcia, and she's got it trapped behind the back. Garcia has nowhere to go, but if she can put that bottom foot on that foot on the bottom rope, she could break the hold. The ref will have to force Bettie to break this hold due to a rope break, but Garcia having some trouble here. Can't figure out a way. She's thinking in her mind possibly how to get out. And she's trying to get out, but Bettie transfers into a lion tamer, elevated Boston Crab. Not quite wrenching it back, but she's kind of just resting right here, taking a breather. Garcia trying to find a way out. Garcia searching, looking, ref looking on closely to make sure that he doesn't miss the tap out if there is one. And now look at this. Bettie turns Garcia around at Garcia, trying to get out of it. Oh my goodness, just puts her face into the mat again, does Bettie. And now Bettie with a stomp there. And now look at this. Here comes a ripcord lariat, but no. Garcia rolls through. And look at this. Oh my goodness, head scissors there from Garcia. And a hurricanrana whip. And onto the middle rope is Bettie Blanco. Oh my goodness. Triangle drop kick from Izzy Garcia. Garcia, top rope. Garcia signaling for the end of the match here. Gonna turn around, possibly looking for something big here. Moonsault, had to get the right footing on that top rope. Cover hook in the leg. 1, 2 count. This could be it. No. Not enough as Bettie kicks out at 2.5. Garcia now re-picking up Bettie. Garcia gonna put her in the corner. Garcia now looking for something with the wrist lock. Off the ropes. Look at this. Hurricanrana there. Beautiful athleticism from Izzy Garcia as Bettie now getting herself up, is on the rope, resting, taking a time to breathe. Garcia allowing her, that might be a mistake, allowing her to breathe, but not for long. But that little bit, that little ounce of breath that could be taken is a big mistake. That could cost her the match. But ducking the clothesline, these two going back and forth. And now here comes Bettie again. Crucifix. Oh my goodness, she's going around the world. Garcia looking for a counter, but oh, Falcon Arrow from Bettie. Cover 1, 2. No, not enough. Bettie now taking some time to taunt to the fan and say, "Hey, is that all you got? I'm just as athletic as you, girl. I can compete just like you can." As Garcia is out, just out after that big Falcon Arrow from Bettie. And the fans are on their feet as Bettie has control now of this match. They're both resting, they're both gathering, getting back to their senses, they're both gathering themselves. As now Bettie looking for a super kick, but no, caught. Kick to the gut from Garcia. Garcia, neck choke suplex there. Cover 1, to the bridge. No, not enough as Bettie kicks out. Garcia cannot believe it. Can't believe that Bettie kicked out of that at 2.5. And now Garcia gonna follow up. Here she comes. Clothesline. Another clothesline for good measure. Here comes Garcia. Leaping clothesline, but Bettie slides out the way. Bettie now coming back. Drop kick. Another drop kick. A third drop kick for good measure. Gonna duck the clothesline. Here we go. Crossbody caught. Caught by Garcia. Garcia, Samoan drop. Samoan drop by Izzy Garcia. And Bettie, oh my gosh, she gets caught with that knee there as she was trying to get up to potentially fight back against Garcia, but now Garcia's stalking her like a shark. Gonna turn her around, big knee into a low, caught, crossface here. Crossface from Bettie. Blanco, she's got it in tight. She's not quite wrenching back, but the ref making sure that he doesn't miss a tap out. He's checking up on Garcia, making sure that she can continue, but she does not want to verbally tap out to this submission maneuver here as Bettie's got this in tight. Garcia's trying to use that hand to kind of break free of the hold, but she can't quite get it. She's trying to get out of it any way she can with that free arm she's got, as Bettie's got the other one trapped in between her legs. And now Garcia able to get out of it, just rolling her through. Big kick to the gut there. And now look at this. Here we go. Pop rock, sunset flip powerbomb. 1, 2 count. This could be it. No. And now Garcia turning it. Garcia turning into a submission maneuver. Perhaps almost like a Rings of Saturn. She's cranking it hard. She's got this in tight. Cranking it. She's doing it using all of her might to try to get Bettie to tap out. This is what the Freedom Women's Division is all about. These two women are going toe-to-toe, neck and neck. Both women with no quit. Bettie trying all she can to try to stay alive. Garcia wrenching back as far as she can to try to get Bettie to tap. This could very well be it. And Bettie trying to find a way out, and there it is with the knee. Here comes Bettie now. Jab, combinations, big palm strike to the face. Look at these kicks from Bettie. Blanco. And looking for the big kick, but no. Oh! Spinning heel kick. Garcia tried to duck the roundhouse, but it was no use. And now Bettie. Oh my goodness, that's the face buster. This could be it. 1, 2, and oh, not enough. Not enough. And Bettie is shaking. She's so upset at the fact that Garcia just kicked out of that. And I can't believe that Garcia did. Bettie now in the corner. In the corner. This could be it here. She's possibly going to look for something bigger, but Garcia getting up to her feet. She might have took too long. Now look at this combination, forearms, back elbow, off the no cut. Oh my goodness, a big snapmare face buster there. 1, 2 count, and Garcia is the women's universal champion. Oh my goodness. Izzy Garcia pulls out that snapmare face buster out of nowhere to claim the Freedom Women's Universal Championship. What a match between these two women. That is what the women's division is about here in Freedom Pro Wrestling.
Hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor. Something's got to give. 2, something's got to give. 3, something's got to give. Let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor.
Welcome everyone back to Freedom Pro Wrestling's Breakaway live in London, England, as we're going to be on our 5th match of 9 here tonight, as this is going to be for the vacant Junior Heavyweight Championship that was previously held by Levi Connors, but unfortunately, Levi Connors has vacated that title due to injury. On your screen right now is the rising star Nick Santana, and this kid has been making waves all across professional wrestling. He is 1/5 of Supreme Society, along with William Kennedy, Kevin Black, Matt West, and Kyrie Blackheart. And he is the current NCW Strong Style Champion, and he's 1/2 of the UCW Tag Team Champions. And this kid made it very clear about a year ago, hey man, these are the people I want to fight. He made a whole hit list with names like Comeback Kid X, Jay Fontaine, and even Stigma. Some big names were on that list. And he is aiming to take all them people out, to beat all them, to make a name for himself. But this kid, I don't know how much more of a name Nick Santana can make for himself. I mean, he is possibly in one of the biggest factions in professional wrestling today in the Supreme Society, but his opponent is a man he does not want to be friends with. He's not friendly with them. He is really mad. These two absolutely hate each other. Nick Santana initially had a match against Nick Vicious, or the other Nick Santana, as people used to say, back at Freedom Chapter 4. This match was put together. That first match was put together after Vicious attacked the Freedom General Manager, Freddie Manson, and he busted Manson wide open. Manson had to come out with a mask, and then he came out after their first encounter, where Vicious would beat Santana, and Vicious would chase Manson down after that, because Manson had some choice words. Santana was then sent out by Manson again at Chapter 5 before their second encounter to attack Vicious, and that's when Nick Vicious's own father costed Nick Vicious the match with that big choke slam, and then Santana was able to get the victory over that. These two men are 1-1, and this should have had some sort of stipulation, I feel. These two men absolutely hate each other. These two are probably going to end up trying to kill each other in the ring tonight. So if you guys are expecting a professional wrestling match, you're wrong. This is going to be a war. This is going to be bloody, and this is going to be brutal, as here comes Nick Vicious. And this man, Nick Vicious, was originally calling himself, I am the original Nick, is what he used to say. I'm the original Santana, the Octo Nick Vicious. And like I said before, his father costed him that match, and he probably wishes he can get a hands on a weapon tonight, but he knows there is bigger stakes than just absolutely pummeling Nick Santana in the ring tonight, just how much he hates this kid. And Santana wants to do the same thing. Both these men know that there's a bigger stake in this than just beating the crap out of each other. And even though this might be a bloody war and these two might just absolutely kill each other, they know that this is going to be for that Freedom Junior Heavyweight title held by Levi Connors, and they have a strong, and they have a hard, and they're going to have a hard time leading up, like holding up that end of the legacy that Levi Connors had by picking up the belt if one of these two, whoever wins tonight. Excuse me. It's been a long night full of action-packed matches, and we got 4 more to go. And I got the chips from earlier I talked about and that Sprite, but and I think I had a Sprite earlier. So yeah, everything. There's been a lot of action. There's been a lot of cool moments here tonight, but we still got 4 more cool moments to go. As here we go, vacant Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line, and whoever wins this surely has a toll ahead of them, because there's gonna be a lot of people gunning for that title here in Freedom Pro Wrestling. Has our senior referee gonna be holding up that belt? Man, that belt is beautiful, just like every single belt I've seen tonight. And here we go. This is going to be a brawl. This is not going to be a professional wrestling match. Vicious, Santana. Here we go. Bell's going to sound for the Freedom Junior Heavyweight Championship. And these men are actually going to actually wrestle from what it looks like, which is shocking considering how much these two absolutely hate each other, but they have enough respect for the Freedom audience to try to actually give them an actual wrestling match. And here we go, backbreaker into a backslide by Santana, and kick out there by Vicious. And now these two are starting hot. Big palm strike and a big, oh my gosh, a big throat chop there from Vicious. Big palm strike from Santana and a big throat chop from Vicious. Big palm strike from Santana. These two men exchanging blows, exchanging strikes, and Santana getting hyped up. And now look at this. He's going to get him for the judo throw into an arm bar here. Fujiwara arm bar perhaps might, I don't think so, but just an arm bar. Now he's going to lift him up, perhaps powerbomb. Oh my goodness, powerbomb from Vicious. Into the cover 1. Kick out at 1 by Santana. And yes, Breakaway has been absolutely lovely here tonight. I appreciate everybody for coming in the stands as well as in the chat at home. And here comes Vicious. Oh my goodness. Gonna send Santana into the corner. Now look at the strength of Nick Vicious as he sends him in the other corner. And now Vicious, shotgun drop kick now from Vicious. And now Vicious gonna pick him up. Look at that flapjack there. And a kip up from Nick Vicious. Cover hooking the leg here. 1, 2, no 2 count. Kick out from Santana at 2. Vicious now stalking his man. Look at this, looking for a gut wrench, perhaps a gut wrench powerbomb. Santana able to get out of it. Santana double axe, no! Caught with the forearm, big knee strike from Vicious. Cover hooking the leg, 1, 2 count, no, kick out at 2.5 there. And Vicious gonna keep on him with that stomp. And another stomp there from Vicious. Vicious now, triangle choke here on Santana. Gonna wrench that in, does Nick Vicious. And he's got this in tight, as the winner is going to have some bragging rights, because these two originally, they didn't like each other because of the fact that they both had the same last name, the same name. And that's what this is all about. But Nick Vicious already changed his name, so none of that matters anymore. All that matters is the Freedom Junior Heavyweight Championship, and the fact that these two men absolutely freaking despise each other. Big clothesline coming, but no. Into an armbar there does Nick Santana. Nick Santana now with this arm bar, and he's wrenching it in tight. He's got it in tight. Referee looking on to make sure he doesn't miss. That hand hit that mat. If Nick Vicious decides to tap, that referee does not want to miss it. As Vicious able to get out of the hold there. Vicious now with a big chop. It's blocked. Santana with a right hand. Now here comes Santana. Santana with a Meteora. But wait, Vicious rolled through into a Boston Crab. if Nick Santana can just lift his body up on that rope. He's touching the bottom rope. Ref, you got to break the hold. He's touching the bottom rope. Ref not breaking the hold, even though Santana is clearly touching the bottom rope. What is going on here? I wasn't told in no stipulation, but he's clearly touching the bottom rope. This hold should be broken, but the ref, I guess, letting it go, considering the fact these two absolutely hate each other, grudge between these two men stems all the way back to Chapter 4, so I think he's just letting it go. Big chop, throat chop there, and a roundhouse kick from Vicious. Vicious now going to send Santana into the corner now. And Vicious taking his time, like Michael Myers coming up on him after he hit a chop there, and now a big right hand as he put him on the top rope. And now what's Vicious looking for here? Looking for a Hurricanrana, and it connects. Avalanche Hurricanrana there. And now Vicious is not done. Vicious coming at, oh my goodness, big lariat out of nowhere from Nick Vicious. And Vicious just floored him, and now he's got him back in the corner. Vicious is going to send him out. What is he thinking here? Springboards over. Look at this. Pull, pop rocks. But wait, didn't get the pin on it. Rolled through. Powerbomb. Oh my goodness. Powerbomb on the knee. Put the knee up on that. Now, triangle choke from Vicious. That was, oh my gosh. That knee to the back could do some really lasting damage for possibly the rest of Santana's life if it hit just right on his spine. But I think he's good to continue. But this triangle choke from Vicious is not a place Santana wants to be at. Santana using his strength, but no. Vicious relocks it back in, this triangle choke. Vicious looking like he's got some sort of MMA background here with this triangle choke. He's got it in tight. Ref asking Santana if he wants to quit. Santana once again trying to use the strength, but no. Nah, he thought differently this time. Right hands is what's going to get him out. Big jumping roundhouse kick, but it's ducked. And now Santana, Russian leg sweep, excuse me. And now a headlock here. Now look at Santana showboating now with this headlock. And now look at this, he got the arm behind the back into an Anaconda Vice. Santana with the Anaconda Vice. He's got the Anaconda Vice in tight. Referee watching closely to make sure Vicious doesn't tap out. He's got that arm behind the neck. Oh my gosh. And now Vicious able to get out with these knee strikes to the back of the head. Here comes Nick. Santana off the ropes after that. Ducks a clothesline. Does Nick Vicious. Vicious now. Big chop. Big palm strikes right here. Gonna turn him around here. Does Nick Vicious. Vicious looking for a back suplex perhaps, but Santana flips out. Santana now springboards, and oh, he got dumped. Here comes Vicious now. Vicious flips over the top rope, cannonball sentons himself onto Santana on the outside. And Vicious with a ball of fire now. With a ball of fire as he enters the ring and kind of chills out. He's acting a little nonchalant about it. Here we go. Oh my goodness! Middle of the top rope swanton bomb to the outside. Onto the ground out there. There's no padding out there. But Vicious able to throw him back into the ring. 1, 2 count. This could be it. No, Santana kicks out at 2. Not quite. Vicious now picking Santana up. What could he be thinking here? Going to send him back off the ropes now. A leapfrog into a drop toe hold there. Oh, counter. Counter from Santana with that left hand. And now Santana kicks to the body. And now he's going to take him down there. Now look at Santana with a corkscrew senton. Beautiful. Cover 1, 2 count. This could be it. No, not enough. And Vicious is right back up. Santana's got to stay on him. He's going to send Vicious in the corner. Not quite. Vicious counters. Throws him into the corner now. Big boot. No. Counter kicks the leg. Does Nick Santana. Nick Santana now going to go for the leg. Dragon screw. That's going to be the target. Santana now going for the leg, trying to slow down Vicious, and I think that's the right call, as look at this. Rolls through, inverted figure 4, leg lock. Once again, Vicious is right there underneath the bottom rope, but the ref is letting it go. Vicious is right there, but if he can just perhaps reach to that bottom rope, maybe the ref would be convinced otherwise, but I think he's going to let it go. And look at this. Small package here, 1, 2, kick out from Vicious at 2. Small package, not quite the job that's going to get it done there. And now look at this. Oh my goodness, a bulldog choke yet again. That's the second time I've seen one tonight, but this time it's from Santana. Bulldog choke here. Is it able to get... No, Vicious is out. Oh, look at that. Just throws him. Does Nick Santana and Enziguri. And now Santana is following up with these big stomps at the back. Big kick to the face. And now he's got the arm behind the back of Vicious. And he's going to grab the other one. And he's going to wrench on it for a little bit. And he's going to let go of that double knees. Oh, wait. Counter from Vicious. Vicious ducks the clothesline and Santana. Big lariat there from Vicious. Now Vicious on the apron. Big shoulder tackle there. Santana couldn't figure out what was going on. There's a slingshot DDT into the ring. Cover hooks the leg. And is it? No. Kick out from Santana. That's not enough. Vicious now in the corner telling Santana, bring it on. Is that all you got, kid? Here he comes. Big jumping elbow perhaps, or clothesline. I don't think it was a knee strike combination. Stomps the foot. And look at this float over DDT. No, float over suplex. Here we go. Can we get a second? No, he's going up. Falcon Arrow into, look at this. Cattle mutilation from Santana. Or from Vicious, excuse me. Cattle mutilation from Vicious. As he's got Santana's arms, basically he's clasping his shoulders together in a sense. And now look at Vicious. Oh my goodness! Kick to the side of the head. Santana tried to get out of it, but no avail. Vicious found a way to add insult to injury. As there was a kick out at 2 there. Vicious, top rope. Santana's there. Big drop kick from Vicious from the top rope. Vicious now on the apron again. Vicious now springboards and another drop kick, but Santana gets out the way. Santana got out the way. Santana now jab. And look at Vicious asking for more. And another jab. And Vicious is just eating these strikes. And another, and look at his combination palm strikes. And oh, sweeps the legs. And now, look at this. Got the leg trapped into another bulldog choke or an STF from Santana. And look at this, here's another instance right here. Vicious is literally tapping the bottom rope, and the ref is choosing not to break it. It's almost like the referee wants these two to settle their grudge and doesn't want any additional shenanigans. And I think the ref just doesn't want to get involved in this, because this is just, oh my goodness, and a backstabber there. And a crossface here, but like I was saying earlier, the referee doesn't want to get involved in these two, because man, these two men are fighting like pit bulls at the dog park. And now look at this, into a pin. 1, 2 count, kick out there by Santana at 2.5. What's it gonna take for one of these men to put the other one down? Knee strike there from Vicious. Vicious going into the other corner, gonna come back around. Look at this, shoulder tackle goes to the apron now. Top rope goes Vicious. Vicious now top rope. Hurricanrana, but it was caught. Powerbomb from Santana. Powerbomb from Santana. Is this gonna be it? No! Kick out by Vicious at 2.5. Santana taking some time now to cater to the fans. Vicious is resting in the corner. Santana knows he's got to keep on Nick Vicious in order to claim that Freedom Junior Heavyweight Championship. Santana now going to put Vicious in the corner. Big chop from Santana. Santana's like, is this all you got, man? Is this it? Is this all that you got in the tank, Vicious? Come on. As Santana is going to set him on the top rope. Now Santana climbing to the top. He's got him hooked with the butterfly lock here, and oh my goodness, butterfly suplex from Nick Santana. This could be all she wrote. 1, 2 count, no! Not enough. Vicious kicks out at 2. Santana now gonna follow up, kick to the gut. Oh no, pops up into a pop-up powerbomb. Santana keeps adding more damage to Vicious. Keeps doing these big moves. Both these men are just trying their best to claim the Freedom Junior Heavyweight title, as there is a DDT from the slingshot position there from Nick Santana. And Santana, oh, he's had enough. He's had enough. He's grabbing a table. He's grabbing a table. He's grabbing a table. And this is what I was expecting from these two here tonight. Just weapons everywhere, blood everywhere. But it looks like we're actually getting a little bit of a, oh, not quite. Low blow there from Nick Vicious. And now a right hand from Vicious and another right hand. And he's gonna set him on the ropes. And now off the ropes goes Vicious. And oh wait, Santana dumps him out. Santana dumps him out. And now drop kick, oh, not quite. Not quite get to go through the table there. And now Vicious is gonna sling him back, but Santana countered. Here comes, oh my goodness, counter from Vicious now. With that knee to the face. Springboard, oh, DDT from Santana. Into another suplex. He caught him, and now look at this. He's got him up. Look at the strength of Nick Santana. Oh, and he flipped out, oh. Hurricanrana in the middle rope. Knee to the back from Vicious. And now Vicious picking up Santana, gonna put him on the middle rope. Now here comes Nick Vicious going off the ropes, and he gets dumped again. Doesn't go through that table. And now Santana has him, and Vicious, look at this suplex, oh my goodness! Both men through the table to the concrete on the outside. What a match! As both men are down on the outside. Vicious is up first. Whoa, don't come over here, To the commentary booth, don't come over here. All right, good. Both men back in the ring. Vicious covering, hooking the leg. This could be all she wrote. 1, 2, and 3. Oh! Santana musters all the strength he had left, and he kicks out at 2.9. Vicious taking a little rest in the corner. That took a lot of energy out of him to do that suplex to the table. And now, right hand from Vicious, and these two are going to go back and forth. Back and forth here. Santana with a right. Vicious with a right. These two are exchanging right hands. This is what it's all about. This is for the Freedom Junior Heavyweight Championship. And these two men are giving it all they got here tonight at Breakaway in London, England. There's a counter from Vicious. Vicious now with the right hand. And these two are still exchanging. And now look at this. Oh my goodness, they're brawling. This is exactly what I was expecting. This is what I was wanting. And now Vicious wins the exchange. And oh my goodness. Back elbow there from Vicious. Vicious in the corner. He's looking for the killing blow here. This could end the match right here. Here he goes. Big elbow to the back of the head. That's it. That is it. 1, 2 count. And oh, no. No. Not enough. Not enough to put away. Oh my goodness. Not enough to put away Santana. Santana with that backbreaker now. 1, 2 count. And no, not enough. Vicious went for a middle top rope cutter. Santana caught him with that backbreaker. And now it's Santana with the upper hand as Vicious comes out of the corner. And now Santana turning him around. And here we go. Poison Rana. As Vicious is in the corner. And now, oh my goodness. And there's that elbow to the back of the head. As a response, this could be it. 1, 2 count, and 3. Wow, what a match. What a match. As Nick Vicious, the Octo, is your new Freedom junior heavyweight champion. And Nick Vicious makes the record 2-1 in this little clash between these two men. And Vicious celebrating with the title. Man, after all the stuff he's been through with Manson and Santana attacking him. And look at this, Vicious like, hey, can you guys hear me? He must hear their chair. He's having a little bit of fun. And man, what a match this was, everybody. And Vicious claims that junior heavyweight gold, and he leads Freedom into the future as the junior heavyweight champion. Yeah, look at him, he's flexing. Yeah. As this was an awesome match, but I think what really did it was that table. Vicious put him through that table, put Santana through the table. That's what really did it in for Santana in this match. But Vicious with that big elbow really put an exclamation point, not just once, but twice. Welcome everyone back to Freedom Pro Wrestling's Breakaway live from London, England. And if you're just now tuning into the broadcast, I am once again your commentator for the evening and for the night, Skip Shepherd. And it's time we set our focus now to the Freedom Central American Championship scene. It's on your screen right now. It is the center, David Blake, and the reason why David Blake was in this match is because he beat Pierre Dupont to earn this title opportunity here tonight. He beat the leader of Goth Money Records, but the reason why these two men here tonight are fighting for that Freedom Central American Championship is because Wayne has been arrested. Wayne was arrested. He's currently in jail. And with that being at play, the title has been stripped. Freddie Manson had no choice but to strip Wayne of the title. So that is why the title's been vacated. And now there's going to be a new champion decided here tonight, as here comes another member of Goth Money Records and the high-flying veteran who's been around for quite a while. Started out in the tag team with his former brother in arms. With a former brother in arms. Primetime Moonstar on your screen here. Moonstar stepping up as a surprise challenger for this championship. And we know that Moonstar hasn't had gold. He's been around the block quite a long time in professional wrestling, but he hasn't quite seized the brass ring. Can Moonstar bring home the Freedom Central American Championship to Goth Money Records? That is the question that many of us are asking at home, and the fans are asking in the stands is can Moonstar rise to the top? Can he rise to the occasion, and can he claim the gold? But he's got to get through somebody that is another UCW veteran, just like Matthew Storm is and David Blake. David Blake has faced so many different stars in the ring. Guys like Brian the Brain Carter, Rashad Wyatt, R-Dub, TJ Lee, and that's just even a couple names. over the 5-year career that David Blake has. He even competed for the WWA World Heavyweight Championship 3 years ago in the tournament. And in that tournament, there was people like King Phoenix and even Crom. So Moonstar has a tall task ahead of him in this championship match. This is going to be the 6th of 9 matches on the card. Man, the action has been absolutely wonderful. I am so thankful to be calling the card here tonight, to be calling the action from the booth. As here we go, bell's going to ring. And Blake, man, Blake is a mountain of a man. And Moonstar, he's going to have to use his speed to perhaps outmaneuver the strength and the aggression from David Blake. David Blake is no slouch in the ring. As here comes Moonstar, yep, using that speed. Look at our big European uppercut that sent David Blake into the corner from Moonstar. As here comes Moonstar now off the ropes. Big double knees to the face there, Meteora. Moonstar starting off hot against David Blake. Middle, top rope. And, oh, David Blake caught him. Super kicked the leg. Moonstar trying to get back up to the top. But here comes David Blake. He's got something else in mind. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Double foot stomped in the chest from the center, David Blake. And this is a veteran that has faced a lot of different challengers. He's got a lot of different experience against a lot of different guys. And here comes, oh my goodness, combination here from David Blake. And now look at just boxing. Oh my goodness, and a forearm there. And now he's got him up on his shoulders, but Moonstar fighting out of it with these elbows. And another forearm there. Moonstar going to send Blake into the corner. Here comes Moonstar. Big chop there from Moonstar. And another one to follow up. And a third as David Blake slouches into the corner. And now look at this. Oh my goodness. Slingshot drop kick from Primetime Moonstar of Goth Money Records. Now Moonstar picking up Blake. He knows he's got to stay on the bigger man. And now snap suplex. Beautifully executed. Cover. 1. Kick out from Blake at 1. It's going to take a lot more than that to defeat someone the stature and size of David Blake, I would believe. But here we go. Chop combinations here. Another chop. And look at these big, another brain chop from Moonstar. Now off the ropes. Big clothesline there. And another one to follow up. And a third one as David Blake goes to the corner. David Blake resting in the corner. Moonstar might be taking a little bit too much time showing off his 8-pack abs as here comes Moonstar. Moonstar now going to send Blake, but nope, Blake with the counter. Blake dropped down. Look at Moonstar, springs back. Head scissors there from Moonstar. Now look at this, Blake's up, but Moonstar went for Hurricanrana. Blake caught him. There's the strength of David Blake. Going to put him on his shoulders. Going to drop him down. Kick to the gut. And now David Blake. Oh no. Blake has him up. Torture rack here from the center. And oh my goodness. He's got this in. The strength of David Blake to even perform this move is just an exceptional feat right here on this broadcast. And man, the strength of David Blake as he's just using the torture rack, working on the back, and he's even got like a little choke going on there on Moonstar, using his own arm to like choke him out. Referee watching closely to the action as Moonstar gets out of it with the elbow there. Blake stumbling. Another forearm from Moonstar. And a third, but nope, Blake counters. Forearms from David Blake and a back elbow. Here comes David Blake. Moonstar ducks the clothesline. Off the ropes goes. Ducks a clothesline. Blake with 4 there. And oh, big spine buster there. Cover hook in the leg. 1, 2 count. No, not enough as Moonstar kicks out. He stays alive in this match. David Blake now picking up Moonstar to his feet. Big right there. Another right off the ropes. Goes David Blake. Big drop kick there. And now another forearm there. Now he's going to Russian leg sweep him into the pin. Yep, and cooking the leg. 1. Kick out from Blake at 1. Another 1 count from David Blake. And now Moonstar rolling through. Gonna roll through again. Look, oh my goodness. Disarmer here. Cranking that shoulder back. Cranking the shoulder back is Moonstar. He's got David Blake in a very precarious position. Just, oh my goodness, wrenching that arm back. Referee watching closely for that hand to tap of David, the hand of David Blake's to tap as he's able to get out of it there. Now David Blake off the ropes, and look at Moonstar with an arm drag. Moonstar cooking with some gas as he's gonna send David Blake into the corner, excuse me. And now Moonstar, look at this. Oh my goodness. Big kick. Oh my goodness, into a bulldog out of the corner. Moonstar now taking his time. He's taking his time, dissecting his movements, making sure that everything works in his favor here tonight, and everything works out. Nothing can get countered right here as Moonstar's up to the top rope. Moonstar up to the top rope. What could he be thinking here? David Blake's on the ground. Moonstar better not take too much time. Shooting star press, but it's countered. Here comes David Blake. David Blake! Oh my goodness! Big freaking boot right there. Bicycle kick. Cover. Is this going to be it? No, not enough. Moonstar kicks out. Moonstar kicks out of that. Man, that boot turned him inside out. And Blake is really upset. And now Blake screaming to the fans. Look at the fans are clapping. They're applauding the performance of these two here tonight. Look at that. And now Blake. And now Moonstar is asking for Blake to come at him. And Blake is going to oblige. Two strikes there in the third, but it was countered. Another strike, but the counter from David Blake, rolling elbow, but no counter, excuse me. And now a forearm. Blake's going to respond with a forearm of his own. That staggers Moonstar back quite a bit. Counter from Moonstar. Forearm of his own. Kick to the gut. Another forearm, but it's countered by Blake. Blake shoving it away. Moonstar shoving David Blake's forearm attempt away. A couple forearms and a chop and another. In combination with a right hand to end it. And Blake, with that back elbow, sends Moonstar back. Forearm. Blake goes through the ropes. Ducks the clothesline, does Moonstar. Super kick from Moonstar. Schoolboy into the pin. 1, 2 count. No, not enough. Blake kicks out. Here comes Moonstar again. Moonstar knows he has to stay on David Blake. Here we go. Butterfly backbreaker perhaps, but no. Gets out of it. Kick to the gut does David Blake. Blake gonna send Moonstar off the ropes. Pop up. Power bomb there. Pop up, sit up, power bomb. This could be it. 2 count. No, not enough. As he rolls through. Blake rolls through. Here it goes. Pedigree. He got it. The face buster there. Butterfly face buster. 2 count. No! Not enough as Moonstar kicks out at 2.5. And Blake's telling the fans, quiet down. Quiet down. This match is going to be over quick. And now, look at David Blake. Just, oh my goodness, bludgeoning Moonstar. Just beating him down as Moonstar is busted open. And now, Blake, oh my goodness, the strength of the center. Military press parading around with Moonstar above his head. Oh my goodness. Military press drop from David Blake. The center. Blake now looking to add more damage. He's not even done. Blake gonna send Moonstar into the corner now. Blake with a punch to the body. And another punch to the body. Now look at these right hands from David Blake just raining down on Moonstar's face. And Blake knows that this match could be very well over. He's beating the crap out of Moonstar, stomping him in the corner. David Blake is just relentless. As Moonstar still in the corner. And now look at this, he lifts him up. Oh my goodness, backdrop driver. And now a stomp from Blake and another stomp. And now Blake lifting him up again. What could he be thinking here? Oh my goodness, a headbutt from the center. Look at the blood on Moonstar's face. Blake's telling him, come on, is that all you got? And now he's going to pick him up. Look at this. Oh my goodness, chicken wing. Like a the chicken wing stretch here. And oh my gosh, he's got the strength of David Blake throughout this whole match. Moonstar hasn't found a way to get around the strength. He was trying to use his speed, but his speed just isn't enough for someone like David Blake, who is just trapping him every chance he gets. And now Blake has him in this submission, this chicken wing stretch, just lifting him above, just a little bit above his head. And Blake's gonna, Moonstar gets out of it with a arm drag there. Moonstar off the ropes, here he comes. Crucifix goes around the world, head scissors, kip up, drop kick from Moonstar. And Moonstar's getting hype in London. Blake rolls out. This could be Moonstar's opportunity. Blood all over him. Here he comes, and he fakes out David Blake as he rolls back in. And David Blake's really not that phased, as he's wanting him to dive on him. And now Moonstar fully back in the ring after faking David Blake out with that suicide dive, playing some mind games with the center, which I don't think is a good idea. Ducks the clothesline, does Blake. Oh my goodness. Spinning powerbomb there, spinning sit-out powerbomb. And now Blake, oh my goodness, here we go. And a running power slam. That's it. 1, 2 count. No, not enough. Moonstar kicking out at 2.5 again. David Blake visibly upset. And I can't blame him. After all he's thrown at Moonstar, Moonstar still finding the resiliency to kick out of every move. What can David Blake do to end this match? What does he have to do to beat Moonstar? Here he comes again. Big splash. Sends Moonstar off the ropes. Moonstar ducks the clothesline. Look at this. Springboard. Oh my goodness. Reverse DDT as he hit him with the moonsault. 2 count. No. Moonsault, but turned it into a reverse DDT. Did Moonstar. Moonstar's like, I am 1 step ahead of you. And now he's picking him back up. Gonna send him into the corner yet again. And Moonstar gonna put him up on the top rope. And Blake trying to shove him off. And oh my goodness, from the top rope. Look at Lufez press with these right hands from the center, David Blake. As now Blake gonna pick up Moonstar yet again. What could he be thinking here? Could he be thinking that pedigree again? And it does. And he did think about it. He connected fully. 1, 2 count, and that is gonna be all she wrote. David Blake has claimed the Freedom Central American Championship. Man, what a match. Blake beat down Moonstar a lot of the match, and Moonstar's speed just was not enough for David Blake. And David Blake has been on a tear in Freedom Pro Wrestling, and now he adds gold to his trophy case with this victory here tonight against Goth Money Records' Moonstar. What a victory for David Blake. Congratulations, David Blake, on becoming the new Freedom Central American Champion here in London, England. And man, he's really excited.
Lieutenant?
Sir?
11 years. British Army first, impeccable record. Then in 2014, you crossed the pond and joined the U.S. Marines. Tour some places we don't even name. Classified, of course. Promotions earned in fire. Now your contract's up.
Yes, sir. Tell me come home.
You'll be getting an honorable discharge. Full honors. You've given more than most. Medals don't even cover it.
Just did my duty, sir.
Duty? You led men through hell and brought most back. That's not just. I've seen your file. Classified sections thicker than most open ones.
Respectfully, sir, those stay closed.
Fair. Question is, what now, Lieutenant? Civilian life. You're 32. You're still in your prime.
Haven't decided everything, but I'm not done fighting.
Good. Role needs men like you, not behind desks. You wrestled before the Army. University champion, right? Underground circuits. You still got that fire.
Never lost it, sir.
Then don't waste it. Then go on the next chapter, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Thank you, Colonel. certificate application is such a pain. Freedom. Let's see what they've been doing. Pierre versus Levi. Pierre Dupont. That's the champion? God, I faced worse. I'm still in this application.
Welcome everyone back to Freedom Pro Wrestling's Breakaway live from London, England. And man, this action has been great so far as we move on to the 7th match of the card out of the 9 matches we have scheduled tonight. And man, this match is going to be for the Conquest World Global Championship. And man, do we have a match for you. Coming down to the ring first is the 32-year-old Slade Reidhart. And Slade Reidhart served 11 years in the British Army up until 2014, until he crossed the pond over to the United States to join the U.S. Marines. He's been given an honorable discharge, but Slade Reidhart is not done fighting just yet. He's led men through all sorts of war, all sorts of combat, but tonight he's going to have to go through war by himself in order to capture the global championship here tonight. As we do know also, Slade was a university champion. He was a wrestling champion in college. He wrestled in underground circuits and things of that nature. But he tends to step out into one of the biggest stages as well, which is Freedom's Breakaway here tonight, and show why his fire burns hotter than most by obtaining the Shogun Global Championship, and why he isn't a stranger to going around the globe, and that he's not a stranger to this level of audience, I would like to say. As coming down to the ring next is Pierre Dupont. And ladies and gentlemen, we all know who this man is. Leader of Goth Money Records, the emperor of professional wrestling. As tonight, he has a big battle ahead of him. I know the former U.S. Marine in the ring is not going to go down very easily. He's not going to go out that easily. Pierre Dupont's going to have to do a lot to take down the battle-tested military veteran in the ring. But Pierre Dupont last came off of a victory over Levi Connors at Silence of the Wolves 5 months ago. We do know as well that Pierre Dupont is a 2-time Freedom World Heavyweight Champion, and we know that he's a former UHW World Heavyweight Champion, and that he's had matches against guys like HOH and Stigma. And tonight, Pierre Dupont has no idea what Slade's capable of. He might have tried to do some homework because of that past college wrestling experience that Slade has. Maybe Pierre's been watching the college tapes. We don't know, but we do know for certain that Pierre Dupont, even though he is the veteran here in this matchup, he has no idea what he's walking into for this title match here tonight at Breakaway, because we have no idea what Slade is capable of besides his prior wrestling experience at college level, at the collegiate level, excuse me. But we do know as well that Slade is debuting here tonight, and that's also a disadvantage to Pierre, as Pierre has no prior wrestling match tapes to go back on in terms of professional wrestling, in terms of this business, but only at the collegiate level if he can get there and get to those tapes. But Pierre Dupont has a very big task ahead of him as he's walking into practically the unknown. We know Pierre Dupont has put down many men in the past, and this man is just as battle-tested as the man he's going to be stepping across the ring from tonight. And Pierre Dupont is going to have to go through war. You're going to have to literally go through war to keep the legacy that he's got going on with that Shogun, that formerly the Shogun Global Championship, but now is the Conquest World Global title around his waist. And I've already mentioned this previously, but if you're now just tuning in, Shogun and CWT have merged, which has birthed Conquest, and I know some of the belts haven't been re-modified yet. They're still going to try to come up with the funds with that, I would suppose, but we know that that is a Conquest Championships. A lot of these championships from CWT and Shogun are the Conquest titles. They just need to be redone, remade, rebuilt. But Pierre in the ring, expecting the unexpected is what Pierre is probably thinking. And Slade's got a lot to prove here in this match as he's debuting here tonight in Freedom Pro Wrestling. And look at this cocky guy in the ring. Look at the pyro. This man, Pierre Dupont, is going to take up as much TV time as he can. Rightfully so. His father was, rest in peace to Pierre Dupont's father, man. He used to own this place, and that is his son in the ring. But man, that his dad passing might have took a toll on him. I don't know what it has done to Pierre Dupont, in the ring. As this match is going to be one for the ages, is going to be something that you guys do not want to take your eyes off of as we go to the ring announcer for further introductions. And now, at Breakaway, we're going to be seeing the title be handed over to the ref, as the ref's going to present the title to Slade, who looks like he just got out of a war already, got out of a fight, possibly before he even came in the arena. As the referee for tonight's going to raise that Conquest World Global Championship. And here we go, Slade Reidhart, Pierre Dupont, 7th match of the card of 9 here tonight. Ring bell's gonna sound right here. Both men staring at each other, just daggers into each other. You could cut the tension with a knife. Both men are just, and here comes Slade. German suplex from Pierre Dupont to start the match. And now here we go, looking for a ripcord Larry, but Slade floats her over. There's our wrestling experience and no counter. A counter again from Slade. Slade with a kick to the body. And now Slade lifted him up. Oh wait, counter from Pierre. Pierre now has him up. Counter from Slade with that right hand. Off the ropes goes Slade Reidhart. Big chop, but it's countered by Pierre. Forearm from Slade. And now a counter from Pierre there with that as he counters the forearm. And now a chop, but it's ducked. Combinations from Slade Reidhart. More combinations. Counter from Pierre with that ankle lock. And now he's got that cinched in tight. Referee going to ask if Slade wants to quit. If Slade, he's waiting for Slade to hit his hand on the mat to call the match is the referee. But Slade looking for a way out. If he could just crawl to that bottom rope, he could break the hold. But let's see. Slade's in deep trouble here with this ankle lock. He's going to have to find a way out of it. As he's searching, he's thinking, and now, Pierre's not going to give him a chance to get out of it. As he bridges down the vine there, locks the legs, and now Slade really has nowhere to go. He can't even crawl to the bottom rope unless he gets enough strength behind him to drag Pierre across the mat, which you had to be really strong to do that, but I believe Reidhart could do it with enough willpower and enough drive, but he's looking to potentially get that bottom rope, and he's gonna get out of it, but Pierre drop toe hold right back into another submission. There's that veteran expertise of the Emperor of Professional Wrestling. Cross face here from Pierre Dupont as he's got it in tight. Now Slade's crawling. He's almost there. If he could just turn a little bit more, he could break the hold. He's still crawling. Pierre holding on for dear life with this submission maneuver. Can Slade get out? Slade trying to grab the wrist. He breaks free of the hold and a big right hand, but now wait, not quite. Slade gonna turn over for a cloverleaf here. Texas cloverleafs from Slade Reidhart. This is that experience, as I forgot to mention, I kind of butchered it earlier. Slade Reidhart, even though he was at a collegiate level of wrestling at a collegiate level, he was also in dark matches, wrestling in the underground circuit. So I do apologize to everybody backstage, to everybody in the audience, to everybody watching at home for that error. And now look at this roll through, and drop toe hold from Slade Reidhart. Reidhart now looking for a wheelbarrow perhaps, but wait, Pierre Dupont with that arm drag. As now here comes Pierre with a drop kick. Here comes Dupont, second drop kick. Ducks the clothesline. And now look at this, floats over, does Pierre. Ducks the clothesline, big super kick to Reidhart there. Off the ropes goes Pierre, big lariat, but no caught. Caught by Slade, Northern Lights suplex. Floats over. What could he be thinking here? Hey, thought it was going to be a brainbuster, but he turned it into a sleeper hold. Sleeper hold here on Pierre Dupont. Ref asking if Pierre wants to give up, if Pierre wants to submit here in this contest. But Slade is really going to give it his all as he's got this sleeper hold in tight. Pierre, nowhere to go. All he's got to do is flip out of this, but if Slade gets the legs crossed here, it could very well spell the end for Pierre Dupont, and he could very well lose the Conquest World Global Championship right here. As Slade Reidhart has got this anaconda almost like grip with the sleeper hold on Pierre, but Pierre fighting out of it here with these back elbows to the ribs and a back elbow to the face there. Pierre now with the right hand, big overhand chop, combinations, back fist there, spinning back fist. Now he's going to send Slade into the corner. Here comes Pierre slowly but surely, big chop there from the Emperor as he's going to send Slade off. Slade with the counter, look for a chop there, but it was countered, big lariat there from Pierre Dupont. Dupont now. Combinations again with the strikes. Big rolling elbow there. And now Pierre, it looks like he's talking at the ref like, hey man, you better count a little faster. As now Pierre going to send Reidhart into the corner. Dupont now going to potentially send Reidhart off the ropes, but it's countered. Reidhart going to send Pierre off the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog here from Reidhart. And now Pierre baseball slides under. Big drop kick as Reidhart goes to the outside. Taking a little bit of a breath. Pierre taunting at Slade. I don't know if that's the best idea. But Reidhart kind of taking some time to the outside. Thinking on what he should do next. Taking some time to get a little breath, to get a little breather. And then we're going to reset. We're going to reset right here, ladies and gentlemen. As this is for the Conquest World Global Championship. Here comes Reidhart again, just charging into Pierre. No fear at all. Kick out there at 2.5. And now look at Slade rolling through. And, oh my goodness, Alabama slam. And double foot stomp to follow up from Slade. And now Slade. Big knee drop to the arm of Pierre Dupont. And now look at Slade Reidhart just stomping at all the body parts of Pierre, and a big stomp to the chest and a stomp to the face. You could very well break your nose right there as Slade, big club to the back. And he's not done. He's picking Pierre back up. What could he be thinking here? Big right hand to drop him back down. Cover hooking the leg here. 1, 2 count. Not enough as Pierre kicks out at 2.5 in this contest. As Slade is saying, count faster. And right back to a body part. He stomped the leg just a little bit ago. Or the ankle, excuse me. As now Slade going to send Pierre back into the corner. And now Slade, what is he thinking here? Big knee, another knee. Big knees here to the gut. And now he's going to send him off the ropes. Big belly-to-belly suplex. And Pierre is up to his feet after that. Looking for a super kick, but Slade caught it. Slade caught it, turns him around. Super kick to the leg, but Slade gets out of the way this time. Big axe handle. And another kind of shoving axe handle from Slade Reidhart. Reidhart off the ropes. Big jumping clothesline from Reidhart, the former U.S. Marine. And now, here comes Slade. Going to putting Pierre on the top rope. Big right hand. What's Slade thinking here? He's got his arm behind the neck, looking for perhaps a superplex or maybe a brain buster. Stalling superplex from Slade Reidhart into the pin. This could be it. 1, 2 count. No, not enough to claim the Conquest World Global Championship. Not enough. And now a stomp there from Slade. And now Slade, oh my goodness, that was like a headbutt almost. Just staying on Pierre Dupont. And that's what you got to do against a veteran like Pierre who can easily manipulate and get out of situations that are hard. And now here comes Slade, but caught Pierre. Pierre potentially looking for maybe Black Sabbath or Black Requiem, but it was countered. Now combination from Slade. Here comes Pierre with a roll. Oh, big knee strike from Slade. But Pierre's on one knee. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Double arm hooked. Brainbuster 2 count. Not enough. Not enough to claim the Conquest World Global Championship. And my goodness, Slade can't believe it. Slade can't believe it at all. Slade might know he's got this match in the bag. But now here comes Pierre with a chop. Pierre fighting back. Right hand, not quite yet. Does Slade have this match? Game, set, match. But now these two back and forth. Right hand from Reidhart. Right hand from Dupont. Right hand from Reidhart. These two are going back and forth. Rolling elbow from Dupont that just floors Slade. Now Slade in the seated position. Taking a little bit of rest here. Dupont kind of resting as well. Gathering his mind. Here comes Dupont. Oh my goodness, big knee strike. Into the cover, hooking the leg. 1, 2 count. Is this it? No, not enough. Not enough to retain the title. As Pierre Dupont sends Reidhart back into the corner. What could he be thinking here? He's running. European uppercut. Back elbow. Gonna send him into that corner. German suplex, no. Rolls through into Chaos Theory. A German suplex there. And now look at this. He's going up for it. Here it comes. Black Rock William. Black Rock William connects. The Michinoku driver. 2 count. And that's it. What a showing from Slade Reidhart. But he's going to have to get a lot more than hunger and resilience and determination. He's going to do a lot more than just those 3 things to put down someone at the caliber that, like Pierre Dupont, who retains the Conquest World Global Championship here tonight at Breakaway. And man, what a match. And what a victory for Pierre Dupont. Great showing from Slade Reidhart, though. I hope to see him more in the future. And one day, he'll capture gold.
Our destiny is my connection now. Feeling my soul, it's beyond the reach of most mere mortal. Ain't gonna stand. So remember, no surrender, might be turning moment. I will stand up, overcome my path. This is different to the end. Every place forever, no surrender.
All right, here we go. Co-main event time at Freedom Pro Wrestling's Breakaway in London, England. It's going to be time to see the Women's World Championship on the line. The World Women's Championship has coming out first as Cynthia Dupont, the Dragon Queen. And man, this match is going to be one for the ages in terms of the women's division. Cynthia, we know, beat Bianca at Chapter 5, and her former best friend, Jessica Ahmed, attacked her from behind. I'm not sure what started this whole thing between these two women, but we know the feud was ignited back at Chapter 2 all months and months ago. But this has escalated ever since, and these two women are going to clash one last time. Can Cynthia Dupont end the reign of terror that Jessica Ahmed has had on the women's division here in Freedom? We're going to find out. And it looks like we're getting a loser retires stipulation as well in this match that I'm just now getting word from Freddie Manson about. So this is going to get really, really interesting. These two women are going to put it all on the line at Freedom Pro Wrestling's Breakaway, live from London, England. At London, England, they're going to put it all on the line. And now here comes the champion, Jessica Ahmed. She has dominated this women's division for over 2 years. Over 2 years, I do apologize. And phew, that's a long time. The Vampire Queen, over 2-year reign of holding the Freedom World Women's Championship. That is no easy feat to do, especially in a company like Freedom Pro Wrestling. And she's got a tall task ahead of her. She's got to fight her longtime best friend. And these two women were best friends, and now they're rivals, and they're gonna clash one final time, like I said. But whoever loses is gonna have to retire. These women are gonna have to put it on the line because there's just more at stake than that Freedom Women's World Championship. And this one is gonna be one for the ages as well. All these matches have been one for the ages, as it's gonna be for that Freedom Women's World Championship. We're gonna go to the ring announcer for further introductions. Grab your popcorn, grab your soda, grab your candy, grab whatever food you got on hand right now if you got any. Grab whatever drinks you got, because this one is going to be a doozy. Co-main event time if you're just now tuning in. And this is going to be best friends that have turned bitter rivals. And man, these two women are going to clash one final time. Cynthia Dupont, Jessica Ahmed. Can Cynthia dethrone Jessica Ahmed to become the Freedom Women's World Champion? We're gonna see right now Ahmed practicing some shadow boxing. They're both these women staring daggers into each other. The tension can be cut with a knife. They're both trying to limber up a little bit here, trying to get ready for the action that's coming forward into the future from what it looks like. And so much is at stake here. So much. Whoever loses this match will retire, will have to retire. And we got a 2-year reign at stake right here. Over a 2-year reign of dominance of Jessica Ahmed at stake. Who probably at the beginning of WWA when she won that title, potentially. I fact check me if I'm wrong, but over 2 years ago is, it's a long time. And Cynthia getting in Ahmed's face. Ahmed doesn't even look intimidated by her, really. And collar elbow tie up here from these two ladies. Now going to the arm, kick to the legs. Kick to the leg, and now kicks to the body from Ahmed as Dupont. Big forearm there. And Cynthia with a headlock here. Gonna go behind the back into little tiger spin action here. Wonder where she learned that from. Into an STF camel clutch. A little STF camel clutch here. Got the leg behind the, kind of locked up. Got the arms over her nose. Could restrict her breathing right here, but she's got this in tight to start the contest as the ref is asking if Ahmed wants to give up, if she wants to submit, but Ahmed able to get out. Big back elbow there from the champ. As here comes Jessica Ahmed. Ahmed gonna send Dupont off the ropes. Goes baseball slide here. Here comes a hook drop kick from Ahmed. Gonna duck a clothesline from Cynthia and looking for perhaps a little foot stomp, but no. Sent down with a flap kick. Oh my goodness, Cynthia with a knee strike. Has her up and big power away off the, oh, sit out power bomb. One and a kick out from Ahmed at one. She kind of slingshot her off the top rope to kind of gather her strength to then send her down. And man, that was, what a maneuver there from Cynthia. And now Cynthia's back in control. And now she's stomping on the hand of Jessica Ahmed. My goodness. And now Cynthia, big, oh, double knees there. Double knees to the chest. And now Cynthia, big drop kick to the back. Cynthia now gonna send Ahmed into the corner. What could she be thinking here? Here she comes. Look at this. Back handspring into a splash. The athleticism of Cynthia Dupont. Wow. Has Cynthia with a stomp now. Gonna take some time to showboat here. Here she comes. Big draw. Oh, she slides out. Ahmed got out of the way. And now Ahmed caught her backbreaker into, oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness, DDT there. Hammerlock DDT perhaps. One. Kick out from Cynthia at one. Wow. And now Ahmed, frustrated, rained down some punches there. And now a kick. And now more. Looking like she's wanting to rain more punches down. Ahmed is very frustrated. And oh, big smack to the face. And oh my goodness, slams her arm into the canvas as well. Oh my goodness, and a face drop. Or a fist drop, excuse me. Fist drop there from Ahmed. Ahmed gonna turn Cynthia around. And yeah, Ahmed is visibly upset. This is her former best friend, and she's just taking it out. All this aggression here tonight at Breakaway. Now Ahmed gonna look for something here, but Cynthia counters. Look at that drop kick, but off the ropes. German suplex there. Cover one, and a kick out from Ahmed at one. Yet again. Cynthia now picking up Ahmed. Couple kicks here, combination, spinning soul kick to the body there. She's gonna send Ahmed off the ropes. Big gut punch there from Cynthia Dupont as Ahmed is down on one knee. After that big gut punch, taking some time is Cynthia to kind of gather her mind and figure out what to do next here as Ahmed is visibly down for a moment. As Cynthia now just waiting on Ahmed to get up, for I believe. And now Ahmed's up. And now Ahmed gonna walk back. Guess these ladies have some respect, but not quite. Oh, and now Cynthia, combinations. Oh, ducks the clothesline. Leapfrog from Cynthia, another leapfrog. And now backflip from Ahmed. Ahmed, dragon suplex. Dragon suplex. Folding, and now here comes, oh my goodness, deadlift German. Deadlift German, another dragon suplex on the call. And look at this, straight jacket German. Cover one, 2 count. No, not enough. Cynthia kicks out at 2.5. And now big brain chop from Ahmed. As Cynthia's trying to roll out, but, oh, yep. She got up to the top rope there. Ahmed tried to grab her perhaps, but now Cynthia's fighting back. Ahmed fighting back as well. Big forearm. These two ladies are starting to exchange. Forearm from Cynthia. Forearm from Ahmed. Another forearm from Cynthia Dupont. Another forearm from Ahmed. And these two ladies are sending shots back and forth, but now counter from Ahmed. punch to the gut, combinations, big kick to the oh, more combinations, knee to the chest, knee to the face, more combinations, and another knee strike is gonna happen, but no. Counter from Cynthia. Cynthia now with combinations, kicks, spinning soul kick, off the rope she goes. Here comes a curve. Oh my goodness! Caught her with the European uppercut. It looked like Cynthia Dupont was looking for a stomp, but Ahmed just lifted her off, and that big European uppercut just floored Cynthia Dupont. I think she's out cold. I think we might need to call a medic for Cynthia. That was a hard shot to the chin. And now here comes Ahmed for some more damage, some jabs there. And now Ahmed, more European uppercuts in the corner. Just a string of them right there. And she's gonna send Cynthia into the other corner, another European uppercut. Now she's gonna send her back into the same European uppercut again. Off the ropes goes Jessica Ahmed. Oh my goodness, rolling elbow from Cynthia. Ahmed staggered on the top, staggered on the ropes. Cynthia taking some time after them brutal European uppercuts. And now gonna send her over the top. Here comes Cynthia Dupont off the ropes. Big spear. Oh, she hit the camera. She hit the camera at ringside. I don't know what's going on, but Ahmed got out the way. Ahmed got out the way. Ahmed got out the way. Cynthia hit our cameraman on the outside. Took him clean out. I think we lost the feed as well on that cameraman's end. And man, what damage. Man, I hope that camera ain't damaged too much. Those cameras are a lot of money. And now the ref counting her down here. And now Ahmed has her up. Torture rack position. What could you be thinking here? Oh, Cynthia fighting out of it. Cynthia now looking for perhaps a dragon suplex. Ahmed going behind the back, torture rack again. Here we go, we're gonna see a burning hammer. Oh my goodness, in there. Cynthia got out of it, drop kick, another drop kick. Ducks the clothesline, here we go again. Cross body from Cynthia Dupont. Cynthia Dupont with a big cross body. And now what you should be thinking here in the corner. As here she comes. Gonna go over, big kick to the back of the head from Cynthia Dupont. And Dupont giving it all she's got to defeat her new rival, her best friend. Oh my goodness, there's the curb stomp. Here we go. 1, 2 count. Oh my goodness, not enough. Not enough to defeat her former best friend. And Ahmed, I would believe it's her former best friend after Cynthia got attacked all the way back at Chapter 5. But I feel like there's still a lot of respect here between these two ladies. Like earlier when Cynthia didn't want to hit Ahmed when she was recovering in the kneeling position, didn't want to quite bring her down, but now these two ladies center the ring, forearm from Ahmed, forearm from Dupont. These two ladies have been putting it all on the line for the Freedom Women's World Championship. This is what the women's division is all about here in Freedom. And these two women exchanging another forearm from Dupont. Another forearm from Ahmed. Combination of forearms from Ahmed. Back. Oh, and a rolling elbow. But Cynthia rolls through. Looking for something, but wait. Caught. Oh my goodness. Rolling cutter from Ahmed. That could be it. Rolling cutter out of nowhere to retain the Women's World Championship. No. Not enough. As Cynthia kicks out at 2.5. And Ahmed now knows the mission. She has to do something more devastating to put away Cynthia Dupont here. What could she be thinking here? Here comes Ahmed. Big kick, but it's countered. Right hand from Cynthia. Cynthia with a rolling elbow, but no, it's countered from Ahmed. Rolling elbow from Ahmed, it's countered. Both ladies are trying rolling elbows, but they're being countered. Look at this back and forth rolling elbows. They're just being countered. They're just shoving it off. Each attempt, back spinning soul kick, combinations in her back roundhouse, turning Cynthia around, ripcord lariat, no, backbreaker from Cynthia, rolls through, knee strike, no, gonna roll her back through, well look at this, Cynthia gonna use, Cynthia hits Ahmed's own move. Rolling cutter. Could this be a 1? No. No. Cynthia hit Ahmed with her own move. The rolling cutter, and Ahmed kicks out at 1. The rolling cutter, and Cynthia is in disbelief. Ahmed is up, and Ahmed is not happy. Ahmed is furious. Oh no. These two ladies once again looking at each other. Oh, here we go. Back and forth again. Counter from Cynthia. Another right hand from Cynthia. Another right hand from Ahmed. Another right hand from Cynthia. These two ladies have been fighting this. They have been fighting with all of their heart, all of their willpower, all of their strength they got left inside their bodies. Look at this. Both women staggered after the brawl. Oh, look at, oh my goodness, a code breaker. Code breaker. Cover 1, 2 count. And no, Cynthia kicks out again after the code breaker. What does Ahmed have to do to retain their title? Cynthia climbing with all she's got left. But now Ahmed staying on Cynthia. And these two, oh no. What could this be? Oh no. And oh man, looks like they're coming back down. Cynthia with the counter looking for a springboard. Oh, she got caught. Face on top of the rope there. And now Cynthia looking for something, and Ahmed might put the final nail in the coffin. And oh, she's not done. Second rolling cutter. And this is looking like the final dagger. 3 rolling cutters. That is all she wrote. 1, 2 count, and 3. Wow! Exclamation point by Jessica Ahmed. 3 rolling cutters in a row puts away Cynthia Dupont, and it looks like Cynthia's gonna have to retire, because that was a stipulation Freddie Manson just told me in my ear. So man, that's sad to hear, but the reign of terror of Jessica Ahmed continues. Who can put this woman down?
First and foremost, I want to thank all the fans here in attendance tonight. Your energy, your passion, it's why we do what we do. And of course, a thank you to the media for being here to cover this important moment. I know you're all wondering what I have to say, so let me get straight to the point. Over a year ago, I signed with Major Wrestling Syndicate to join the brand known as Freedom. My contract was set for 1.5 years, and as you may have guessed, that time is nearly up. It took longer than expected for me to make my debut in Freedom, with the production delays and other setbacks. But in the meantime, I had fought across other Major Wrestling Syndicate promotions, proving myself day in and day out. But when I finally stepped into a Freedom ring, I made sure the world remembered the name Jose Carter. I shocked everyone when I defeated Seraph and became the Freedom World Heavyweight Champion. This title, this championship, means everything to me. I don't just wear it around my waist. I carry the weight of this brand on my shoulders. Being the Freedom World Heavyweight Champion isn't about being the best. It's about being the face of the company, being the leader. I take that responsibility seriously, as I have with every title I've held. But now, it's with a heavy heart that I have to announce that Freedom and I have not been able to reach an agreement on a new contract. There are other projects and other ambitions I want to do and I would like to pursue, but I can't afford to limit myself. So at Breakaway II, it will be my final match in Freedom. Make no mistake though, I do fully intend to walk into Breakaway II as your champion, and I'll be walking out as the Freedom Heavyweight Champion. This title isn't just something I earned, it's something I fought tooth and nail to keep, and anyone who thinks they can take this championship away from me, I have one message for you. Bring everything you got. Give me your best shot, because there is no force, no opponent, no obstacle that will stop me from walking out of Freedom as the champion. This isn't the end for Jose Carter. This is just the beginning of my legacy.
All right, everybody, say it with me. It's main event time on Freedom Pro Wrestling, and it's going to be time to settle this score right here. Colby Jordan, the Hitman, the man who earned his contendership by defeating the man who ruled CWT for quite a while in Amari Benjamin back at Chapter 5. This man also is a 3-time UCW heavyweight champion and is a 1-time UCW Ultimate Rumble winner. Colby Jordan is no stranger to the main event scene, no stranger to the big lights, no stranger to a world title picture. Colby Jordan essentially predicted the future almost a year ago by posting a picture. It had Jose Carter in a magazine that was published by Freedom Pro Wrestling, and it looked like Jose was seen with a bullet mark on his face, but that was the post Colby made, and Colby manifested this very match here tonight almost a year ago. He's been wanting this match for a long time, since day one. Both Jose Carter and Colby Jordan have both been in UCW together, and they have never, in my eyes, I don't think they've ever crossed paths. But tonight is going to be the night where these two veterans, oh no, they have crossed paths, I'm sorry. These two veterans with deep history and undeniable chemistry collide again, and we're going to see, is Jose Carter the one? Is he really the man? Is he going to exit with that Freedom World Championship, or will Colby Jordan be able to dethrone Jose Carter and be able to carry Freedom into the future? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. But Jose Carter defeated Pierre Dupont at Chapter 3 to retain that World Championship he's carrying down to the ring. But win or lose, this could be Jose Carter's last match in Freedom Pro Wrestling. He hasn't re-signed with the company, and I'm not sure. If Jose Carter wins this match, he is going to, quite frankly, take that title and take it around the globe, and potentially we're going to have to get a new championship. But these two men are going to go to war one more time. These two men have a lot of history. I do apologize for the people watching on the air. I'm not new, but it's been quite a long time since I've been in the booth, so I do apologize for my lack of knowledge. Now, Jose Carter in the ring, parading around with that world title that he's held for quite a long time, and we're going to see here tonight, will it be Jose Carter who retains and exits the company with the title? Will he run away with the title, or will Colby Jordan be able to capture the Freedom World Championship and be able to carry us into the future, into the next generations of Freedom, as we go to the ring announcer for further introductions? Tonight, we have had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of new debuts, a lot of championships on the line, but this one is going to mean the most. Who is going to carry this company into the future? Who is going to become the Freedom World Champion here tonight, here at Breakaway, live from London, England? If you're not already sitting down, if you're not already paying attention, you best pay attention right now, because main event is on. Has both men walking toward the center of the ring, and look at the stare down. Colby Jordan, Jose Carter. Who is going to win the Freedom World Championship? And who is going to carry his company in the future? Will the future be dead for freedom? Will the legacy of the world title be extinct after this match? Or will Colby Jordan be able to claim the title? We're going to have to find out. You can cut the tension with a knife. Collarbone tie-up from these two men as it's shrugged off. Collarbone tie-up again, and it's shrugged off again. These two men know each other like the back of their hands, and look at Colby Jordan just shoving Jose Carter down. Colby Jordan back into the corner. He's telling Carter, bring it on, man. Come on. Here comes Carter, and now, oh my goodness, the strength of the Hitman. Gonna send Carter in the one corner. And now Jordan again, gonna send Carter in the other corner, and shoulder tackles from Jordan, and oh my goodness, a big club to the back from Jordan. And Jordan's like, this is the world champ. This world champion is a joke. And now look at this. Powerbomb position here. Right hands from Carter. Fighting back is Jose Carter. Big forearm. And now here comes Jordan again, but oh my goodness, super kick from Carter. Jordan rolling to the outside. Here we go, Carter. But Jordan's going to slide back inside, ducks the clothesline. Oh my goodness. Goes straight to Colby Jordan. Big choke slam. This could be it. One. No. One count, and Carter kicked out. And now Jordan going to send Carter back into the corner. Big right hand there. Now here comes Jordan yet again. Big Superman punch, but no, it's countered by Carter. And now Carter with a shotgun knees to the body of Jordan there. As here comes Jose Carter. Carter now stomping Jordan. And oh no, what is he thinking? What is Carter thinking here? Here we go, Carter stomping on the canvas. Here comes running. Oh my goodness. Caught with a big boot to the face by Colby Jordan. Now both men up to their feet. Jordan, combinations of punches, gut shot there. More punches to the body, big. Oh, look at this, jabbing here. Oh my goodness, and another jab there. That staggered Carter. Carter with a super kick. Carter with a super kick, and oh, Carter split Jordan. He split his eye. He split his eyebrow there. Maybe busted his nose a little bit already. And now, Jordan looking for a clothesline. Both these men looking for clotheslines, but no, not quite getting them. Combinations from Jordan looking for a clothesline, but no, it's caught. Carter, oh my goodness, not having any of that as Jordan, as he slams him down. 1, 2 count, not enough. Carter able to kick out at 2.5 there after that big choke slam, Uranagi slam type maneuver from Colby Jordan. Now Jordan with an elbow drop here. Carter split open Jordan, and now Jordan is making him pay for that. As a big knee strike is coming, but no counter from Carter. Carter now, STF, not quite center of the ring. Jordan has to crawl down, bottom up to break the hold, or perhaps try to find a way out, try to release the grasp that Carter has on Colby Jordan. Can Jordan get out of this submission maneuver? I hope he can. I hope this match can continue. But look, Carter has it deeply synced in here. This crossface STF submission maneuver. Jordan looking for a way. He's reaching, letting the ref know that he's still alive in this match. The ref watching very closely, and Jordan able to get out there with perhaps a big back elbow, and now chop from Carter. Another chop from Carter as he's fighting back. Another chop from Carter as he's fighting back. And now, oh my goodness, a right hand. And now another right from Carter. Jordan now responds. Carter responds. Another right from Jordan. And another right from Carter. Another right from Jordan. And these two men are exchanging strikes, counter, and now counter again. Both these men are countering each other. And now a counter from Jordan, and another right hand from Jordan. Right hand, and now this is what freedom's all about. Look at this. They're brawling, they're fighting. This isn't just a regular wrestling match. This is to determine the future of this very company. Ducks the clothesline. Kick to this big kick, a tornado kick, ducked under, going under. Oh my goodness, another one. Counter super kick from Jordan. Here comes Colby Jordan. Judo throws him down. What could he be thinking here? Gonna send him up. Here we go. Fireman's carry. Oh my goodness. Sends him out. Almost like a powerbomb. 1, 2 count. No. Not enough to dethrone Jose Carter. And my goodness, what a maneuver there from Jordan with that fireman's carry powerbomb. And now Jordan gonna keep up on Carter. Carter up to his feet, but not for long as Jordan sends Carter into the corner. Big body punch there from Jordan. And now counter from Carter, who's fighting back. Carter now. Oh my goodness, he hit it! Middle top rope cutter. It's gonna be hit. 1, 2 to retain the belt. No, not quite. Not quite. Carter hit that cutter out of nowhere. He hit that cutter out of nowhere, but Carter has to keep on. Colby Jordan, another chop from Carter. And Carter's fighting back with these strikes. Chops, more chops, and combination leg kicks. Spinning soul kick. And now Jordan rolls out to the outside. Here comes Carter again. Off the ropes, what are we going to see? Suicide dive. And now Carter back in the ring. I think he's got some blood on his face as well. Going through again. Oh my goodness, another suicide dive from the one, the only Jose Carter, our Freedom World Champion. And Carter gonna go back in again. He's gonna go for a third one. Oh my goodness, oh caught. Oh, gut-wrench German suplex from Colby Jordan. He scouted that third one out. He caught him. He caught him. These two men are laying it all on the line. And I don't blame them. This is to determine the very future of this company. The very future of Freedom Pro Wrestling. And Colby Jordan, after that German suplex, that gut-wrench German suplex, has Jose Carter just absolutely knocked out on the outside. That's not padding on the outside, ladies and gentlemen. That is hard concrete that Jose Carter landed on. And now Jordan gonna throw Carter back in the ring. And now, look at Jordan, has the leg hook, and there's kind of like a modified version of the STF from Jordan. And this could very well be it. Jose Carter's probably still reeling after getting absolutely dropped on his neck, on his back, onto the concrete on the outside. Both these men are bloody. They've hit each other so much that they're already busting each other open. And Jordan has this submission in tight. Will Carter tap out? The ref is asking, but Jordan letting it go. And now look at this, just bludgeoning him more with these forearms to the side of the head. Look at this. Jordan is relentless with these strikes to Carter. And Carter is reeling, and now Jordan looking for perhaps more strikes. Oh my gosh, there's another forearm to the side of the head. And another forearm to the side of the head. We might need to get medical out here. One of these men's probably going to get a concussion, or more importantly, Jose Carter, but Carter ducks it. Here we go. Jabs here. Oh, hey. Aim right there for me. Oh, clothesline. And another clothesline from Carter. Here he comes. Jumping clothesline. Here we go on the ropes. Ducks the line. Oh, he got it. Cutter again to retain the title. 1, 2 count. No, Jordan kicks out again. The cutter. That's the second one this match. What does Carter got to do? Fist drop. Fist drop. Soccer ball kick to the back. Jordan Carter, sorry. Calling Jordan up to his feet. What could he be thinking here? Here we go. Ripcord. No, counter from Jordan. Jordan now. Oh my goodness. Powerbomb position. No way. Lifted him up. Oh, sit out. Last ride powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh, no, not enough. I thought he had him. But Carter mustering the strength to kick out. He doesn't want to lose the championship. Fighting with all of his strength, all of his might, is Jose Carter. And Jordan as well. These two men have been through a war here tonight at Freedom Pro Wrestling's Breakaway. But What is it gonna take? What will it take? Man, these guys have known each other for quite some time. And rightfully so. Carter finally up to his feet. These two men are fatigued, they're tired, they've put each other through the ringer. They've done everything they possibly could to each other. But who is going to go to that next level? Who is going to elevate themselves in this match to put the other one away? And now here we go, counter from Jordan with that knee. And a right. And another right. Oh, Carter getting hyped up. Carter getting hyped up in the booth. Right. You. Right. He's fighting back. Here we go, counter from Jordan. Jordan now, counter from Carter. Carter arm drag. Here we go, Carter looking for the cutter again. Can it connect? No! No, he Michinoku driver variation. 2 count. Oh, no, not enough. Not enough. Colby Jordan countered it, sat out. Looked like a Michinoku driver variation. Sit out into a pin there. And now these two men back and forth again. Forearm from Jordan. Another forearm from Jordan. Now he's going to send Carter off the ropes. Jordan ducks the clothesline, goes off the ropes as well. Leapfrog from Carter. Jordan breezes right by the lariat. Ducks another clothesline. And now look at this. Oh! A calf kick or a rocket kick there from Colby Jordan. Got some elevation on that. Turned Carter inside out. And now here comes the finishing touches. Has him up. Oh my goodness, he hit it. That corkscrew neck breaker. 1, 2 count. And oh, not enough. The Stormbreaker was not enough to put away Jose Carter. Carter barely kicks out at like 2.99999. Jordan can't believe it. I can't believe it. Carter, with all of the strength he's got left, he's holding it because he has nothing left. These two men are using all they got in the tank for this match. And now Jordan is aggravated. Carter is laid out. And oh, Jordan ripped off some of the canvas. Here in the Freedom Pro Wrestling Arena. And now Carter's up. He's aiming for the super kick. He's cranking it. No, super kick, no. Caught from Jordan. Jordan now. Here we go. German suplex on the wood. This could be it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it. Starbreaker! 1, 2. We got ourselves a new Freedom World Champion. Oh my goodness. Colby Jordan has done it. Colby Jordan is the new Freedom Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. The Hitman is the world champion. He's claimed gold again. What a pay-per-view. What a match. Thank you all for having me. This has been Skinny Boy Skip Shepherd, and I can't wait for the future of Freedom Pro Wrestling. Good night, everybody, from London, England.
Shogun and CWT merge into Conquest Wrestling, financed by the Connors and Goyo estates and Covenant Corp. Pierre sells Freedom to Covenant Corp, cashing out. All media and libraries consolidated under MWS. As WWA is still the governing body, Covenant owns it all. Mordayne dethrones Richardson, who vanishes into hibernation, nowhere to be seen. Not soon after, Silas conquers Mordayne in Osaka. Belts now unified. Takami rules Conquest, serves as its president, general manager. Freddie Manson oversees Freedom. The boss, well, some say he's a great, but others, a shadow emperor. Covenant Corp and Troy Jackson ink the ALF and CWA deal to MWS. Open door policy for all. This is a new genesis, a new era for freedom and conquest under MWS.